No,
Ain't
they not
nobody,
popping. That's a bunch
ain't
of
nobody look,
bullshit.
ain't nobody looking for them niggas right now after that performance, man. Them niggas,
And that's what he should be in the gym working on green, not worrying about who bitch he fucking. I seen that shit. I fell out, man. I said this nigga here, his mind, it's not focused on boxing no more. After every fight, he going to get a damn chain like he accomplished something.
He gotta do that, K Drill. He gotta do
I
that.
it's too
So,
many.
oh, they can say, oh, Devin Haney got a chain. Make a video about it. So, you know what I'm saying? So people could say something, bro. You know what I'm saying? So you not a rapper, bro. You gotta go get a chain to be relevant, to make yourself happy. So, you know what I'm saying? You gotta do
Right.
that so your fans can be happy. You had a bullshit performance. So your fans can say, oh, Devin Haney got a grill. Nah, my nigga. Nigga, I want to see you go have a great performance. I want to see you knock somebody out. How about that? I want to see you go put belt to ass on your opponents. That's what I want to see you do, my nigga. Fuck all that talking, bro. Because all that woofing ain't shit. And
Ain't
nobody
shit.
believe you. Nobody believe niggas, bro. Nobody believe Bill Haney. We seen Devin Haney's last performance, bro. Nigga ran like a motherfucker, bro. You know what I'm saying? He ran, and niggas got to pay you millions to do that. So it's
Right.
like, bro, you taking that billions to Turkey. Turkey paying you all that money just for that? Nah,
Right.
bro. He got
That's
to get his money
bullshit.
worth, my nigga.
He, he got to get his
You robbing
mind
this
right.
nigga for the money, bro.
Devin Haney got to get his mind right because he want to be a rapper so bad, like you just said. He want to be something that he not so fucking bad. I don't even understand where that energy coming from. Like I don't. That's why I have to respect. That's why I have to respect the fighter like a Dula Mason. Because I think even when the Dula Mason
I
start
know.
getting the bag, he gonna stay humble because none of that shit ever impressed him in the first place. None of that shit boots. None of that shit
Abdullah
impressed.
Mason got a good fight. K Drill,
None
he
of
got
that
a
shit
good fight
impressed him.
coming
Like
up. Yeah.
you got to stay humble. Even when the bag coming, you got to stay humble. Devin Haney, man, that nigga. I seen that shit, bro. I really lost a lot of respect for him when I seen that shit, bro. I ain't gonna count. That's why I keep talking
K
about it.
Drill.
'Cause I lost a
Abdullah
lot of
Mason got
respect.
a good fight. Abdullah
Yeah,
Mason got a good fight
yeah, I
coming
see
up.
that, and I
He
seen that,
fighting
and
an
then
undefeated fighter.
yeah, I went and watched some of the guys holler.
And
When I
that
seen
nigga
that,
got
I
power.
seen the post. I seen the post that said his matchup for the Bacon WBO. So I went and looked up the opponent and did my own research on him. He is a good kid. He's a good kid, but I see flaws, H Money. And again, this is my opinion. This is my opinion. I see falls that Abdullah Mason capitalized on every fight that I seen him when opponent make those flaws. And those flaws are after he throw those punches, he drop his hands, H Money. Now, you don't gotta believe me. Go and watch him. When he put them combinations together, the guy he's fighting, he drops his hands. And you don't want to drop your hands versus Abdullah Mason. You want to put them combinations and then come back with a tight guard. Dropping them hands can cost you. I'm just telling you what because I have to do my
That's
research
gonna be
on
a
this
good
shit.
opponent.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
That's an undefeated fighter. That dude got power. I'm happy you did your research, bro. You know what I'm saying? And that guy right there, undefeated, 17 wins, 15 knockouts. And we seen Abdullah Mason get dropped before. Some
Right.
people say Abdullah Mason ain't got no chin. They say that's what they say. He ain't got no chin. Now you
Well,
fighting a guy with
he got
power. You know what I'm
he
saying?
got
So
caught with a shot off guard for one, and he dropped his hands for two. Again, you cannot drop your hands after you put something together. And I learned that from when Roy Jones dropped his hand. He thought he hurt Antonio Tarver and dropped his hands and did not move and stayed right there and allowed him to capitalize with a shot he did not see, and it put him down. And that's the same thing that happened to Abdullah Mason. When Abdullah Mason put that combination together, he stayed right in front of Buddy and got caught on the chin. That can happen to anybody. So I'm not going to say Abdullah don't have no chin, but the same thing I saw there, I see in the guy that he's fighting. So either one of them can get caught if you continue to drop your hands. Now that's what I mean, H-Man, and I'm glad you brought that up. That's what I'm telling you. I did my research, and the Abdullah Mason get caught doing that sometimes, but most of the times I see him capitalize when fighters do that. When fighters are too close and out of range, they're too close to you and they throw them combinations, 2 to 3 punches, and don't bring that guard back tight. You stay there in their range to be countered. That's when they hurt you. And that's when you see a shot that's not supposed to hit you and you don't see it coming, so it knocks you off balance. That can happen to any fighter. So I think Abdullah has a chin. I think Abdullah can robo and take punches. It's just, can this guy keep his hands up and stay disciplined for 12 rounds? I know what Abdullah can do. I know what Abdullah can do. I only seen highlights on him. I haven't seen him in the full 12 rounds. But as long as he keep his hands up, it will be a challenging fight. It will, because his defense is good. He has a decent jab, right? He took some punches and gave some punches, right? Again, this guy is no joke. He's a challenging fighter, and I want to see a great matchup. So I'm looking forward to it, for real. Yeah, I'm looking forward to this matchup.
They said this the best. This the best guy Abdullah Mason ever been in the ring with. They said Abdullah Mason never fought somebody like this guy. You know what I'm saying? This guy's he's undefeated. So who has Abdullah Mason been in the ring with? That's a good fighter, like, or a top guy. So this is the first time he's stepping up in competition. They both are stepping up in competition, and they both, you know what I'm saying, undefeated. So I think it's gonna be a great matchup. I want to see it, and they putting it on Terence Crawford and Canelo undercard. It's on the undercard, bro. That's gonna be a great matchup, bro. I want to see that, bro. And if Abdullah Mason could beat that guy, bro, he should be, you know what I'm saying.
Well, he wins the world title. He wins the world title, and he get exposure on a Canelo Alvarez undercard. It's taking him to the next level. Just like Tank Davis, I believe he fought for a title, and he fought on Floyd Mayweather undercard. When you do things like that, then that takes you to that next level, especially if you win. Winning matters. Winning matters.
Abdullah Mason is ready for this guy, a guy that's undefeated. With the power like this dude.
Yeah, and he was ready for Edwin De Los Santos. What I wanted to say last night, he was ready for Edwin De Los Santos. He just didn't prepare for a southpaw. He just didn't prepare for it. If it was up to Abdullah Mason, he would have fought that night. But his team did the right thing by telling him, you never prepared for a southpaw. We went through an 8-week training camp for an orthodox fighter. Why would I just make the change at the last minute? It only makes sense. It's not about ducking or being scared. My point I was trying to make last night, it was just, I prepared for something else, but you want to just throw something at me. Oh, you got to be ready for adversity. That shit don't really matter. And the shit don't work like that. Business and marketing is marketing. A fight is a fight. Abdullah Mason will fight any one of them motherfuckers. But did you really properly prepare yourself for this motherfucker? That's the problem. And that's why I'm glad he didn't take the fight. I don't feel like he ducked. I don't feel like he was running from no smoke. Because if it was up to the fighter, the fight would have been made. But his team made the right decision.
You know, that's what some people gonna say. They gonna make a narrative. They gonna take that and say that. Yo,
well, that's why I want to voice my opinion on it. That's why I want to voice my opinion on it, because they got an opinion, so I got an opinion. Hey, Green.
Yeah.
You heard about Abdullah Mason and that one?
No, they was talking about making that fight?
Man, they was supposed to fight on that night, my nigga. But Abdullah turned it down, and I'm glad he did. He didn't duck. He wasn't shy in no fight. His team did not prepare for a southpaw puncher. You cannot just throw him in the ring if he didn't have the proper preparation.
Oh, yeah, hell no. There ain't nobody. What that
ain't no duck.
They thought them niggas was dumb or something. That nigga Jay Preston, them niggas wasn't going for that.
Right. You can't. That's what I was trying to say last night. You can't just you can't bash him like that. That was my whole perspective on what I was trying to say. Like, yeah, the fight might have been offered. Yeah, they probably put it on the table. Yeah, you can say, oh, why he did just no, you don't just do that. You train a whole 8 weeks for an orthodox fighter. Whole 8 weeks. on a fighter with a certain style, a fighter that's established. Nakatilia is established. You don't just switch up at the last minute and just throw him in there. He wasn't going to go to a Padley. You get what I'm saying? And then they want to say, "What?" I heard a comment. Well, Tank did it with Pitbull Cruz. Rolly wasn't shit.
But they gotta put that in context though. Like
In
nigga,
context,
Abdullah,
Rolly wasn't shit.
they try to do that to save the card. Like nigga, Abdullah wasn't the main event anyway. You know what I'm
Anyway,
saying? Like nigga, you try to push him to make him the main event. Like nigga, he wasn't the main event anyway, nigga. And then you gotta think, okay, nigga, Edwin De Los Santos, nigga, he thinking he about to fight for the WBO strap. You feel what I'm saying? So nigga, if he not fighting Keyshawn, nigga, he not fighting for a strap. Even though he would have been the only person that was able to win the belt that night. You feel what I'm saying? But nigga, if you
right,
fight Abdullah Mason, I mean, nigga, first off, I'm not fighting the fighter that I prepared to fight. You feel
right.
what I'm saying? You feel what I'm saying? So it's like, nigga, no, I'm just gonna take this bag, nigga. Y'all gonna give me whatever I got off of that shit. I basically won the fight in training camp, and I'm about to move on to the next. Like,
Right.
you feel what I'm saying? Like Abdullah, like nigga, that would have been a dumb career decision. Because one thing in this boxing shit, niggas gotta understand, man. Whatever you subject yourself to, that's what they gonna continue to offer you. You feel what I'm saying? So no, don't put yourself in no position like that. You feel what I'm saying? Because you could have went in there and quite possibly got a win over Edwin De Los Santos just off of skill and being more active alone. But in the same sense, what's the reason of doing that?
What's the reason of doing that? And then again, now look at the situation you in. You on a bigger card with Canelo and Crawford. You still fighting for the same fucking belt, and you get a full 8-week training camp to prepare for whatever the opponent that they put in front of you. That shit wasn't fair. That shit wasn't right. And I'm not gonna sit up there and call him a duck like I've been hearing. And that's why I wanted to address this, because again, the shit I'm hearing is just uncalled for when you actually break it down and put common sense behind it. Like it didn't make sense, bro. That shit didn't make sense. And when I heard it, I argued with a nigga brung it up to me on the panel. I mean, in the comments, I'm arguing with like a dude ain't turned down shit. But then when the shit came out, I'm like, damn, this nigga really was talking some real shit. But then I had to look into it. I had to look into that shit. I'm like, bro, think about this shit. Think about this shit, bro. Like Edwin De Los Santos, that shit. Uh, I'm not, and I'm a guy again. I'm not saying Abdullah would have lost at all. I'm just saying don't put yourself through shit that you don't have to go through. He didn't have to go through that.
Yeah, hell no, nigga. Ain't no nigga.
I mean,
Hell no,
go.
y'all ain't springing this fight on me, nigga. On short notice like that.
But
I'm
they was
not. I'm
putting the
not even
world
about to give y'all
title on
niggas
the
the
line.
benefit of the doubt.
But they was gonna put the WBO on the line against Santos, which was a quality opponent. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but AT ain't prepared for
What
that
y'all
shit
think
though.
about that?
Yeah, still though,
I
nigga, if
know you're
you
right about that.
like, nigga, nigga Edwin De Los Santos is a southpaw, nigga. If I've been trained to fight another orthodox fighter, that don't even make sense to.
That don't make sense. Exactly. It don't make fucking sense. I can't call a person a duck for that. That's the bullshit I be talking about. Niggas, but that's how the whole shit started too, Green. The nigga said a doula duck Edwin. That shit lit a fire in him. How the fuck he duck Edwin? That's
Like
the shit
nigga, yeah,
that
they
pissed
wasn't
me
even
off.
supposed to fight. Cause look, if you gonna say Abdullah duck Edwin, then because it was niggas saying De La Santos should have took that fight regardless against Keyshawn Davis. Like nigga, you can't like
Yeah.
nigga if he made the weight, nigga, and he made the weight on the scales, nigga, and if we going by what Samson Lickowitz said, he said he touched Keyshawn back. He said that nigga wasn't even wet. So he said, I know for a fact this nigga he didn't even try and make the weight. Keyshawn thinking because the shit went on with Limos, his last fight in Norfolk, he was gonna get the same grace this fight and him being a champion. Like, no, they played crazy with that nigga. You feel what I'm saying? he think okay, nigga, I'm the star. I'm the main event. I got to keep the card going. Like he just got a reality check. Like nigga, you not bigger than the program, my nigga. You feel what I'm saying? Like nigga, who is you to just think, nigga, I'm not even gonna try and cut weight? Cause they asked nigga, like, nigga, is you gonna try? He like, no, I'm not even gonna try. Like, nigga, you ain't. Come on, man. Like, nigga, who the fuck you think you is, nigga? You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
And you could tell he made that decision solely on his own, my nigga. You feel? Because niggas is running around saying Floyd Mayweather. That nigga Floyd. Niggas is running around saying Floyd Mayweather Jr. told him not to cut that
To
weight. You
miss
feel what I'm
weight.
saying?
You heard that shit, and then they said that Floyd told Ron and Keyshawn that. I know exactly what you talking
Yeah,
about.
niggas is running around saying Floyd told
They
that
said
nigga not to.
anything right now, bro. They said anything,
That
Green. I
shit
heard that
funny as
shit
hell,
too.
man.
This nigga's crazy, bro.
That shit funny to the motherfucker. But yeah, nigga, that nigga thought he was bigger than the program, nigga. Like, you feel what I'm saying? Like, nigga, you still got you still got work to put in, my nigga. You feel what I'm saying? You wasn't okay. You fought Limos when he came in crazy big. You feel what I'm saying? That was
Right.
cool, my nigga. Like, but you can't expect everybody else to do that though, especially after what happened to Devin Haney, nigga. Because
Right, I got a question for
just like
y'all.
I was saying before,
What's
niggas can
good,
say
bro?
what they want to. Niggas can say what they want to, but when it was Devin on the other side of the gun, you feel what I'm
Right.
saying? Like niggas didn't have no grace and mercy for them niggas. You
Right.
feel what I'm saying?
No, you
But how
right.
does that
So
nigga?
so
How does he bounce back though?
Who?
Keyshawn.
What you mean? Go to 140 and become a champion. Keep
shit,
winning.
he can't fight at 135. If he try to come back and fight at 135, niggas gonna know like yeah, you was just full of some shit, nigga, and you was trying to have an unfair advantage on Edwin De Los Santos because you might have been shook at that nigga. You feel what I'm saying?
So
I ain't
yeah,
even gonna
he
lie. I
gotta.
think he was shook though. I'm gonna keep it honest. I think he was shook,
Well,
bro.
he might have been,
I
but
mean,
now to bounce
he
back,
might have been.
yeah, he
He
might have
might have been.
been.
Okay, let me make sure this nigga went through all the struggles to make weight, my nigga. So this nigga ain't at full power when I get in there and rumble this nigga.
Right. He might have been, but to answer your question, he just got to keep winning and become a champion in the next division. That's it. If Richardson Hitchinson really give him an opportunity for real, then he back on top because he should win that fight and he'll be a champion again. Just keep winning.
He got to go run. He got to rumble somebody from what he just did and that shit he just pulled and fucking that card up and
Yeah.
them 2,000 tickets having to be refunded. He got to go in there. He got to rumble a nigga like Matias or something off the first fight, my nigga. From now on, niggas moving up in weight. Niggas can't get no pass on those soft touches, bro. Like
I
you got
Right.
think
to
he
move
gonna
up.
have to
You got to
fight.
move up and rumble a nigga,
I
man.
think he gonna have
Right.
to fight Frank Martin, bro.
Frank Martin, Tito
That
Mercado,
man, Frank
fucking
Martin.
Matias.
That's another cherry pick. That nigga Frank Martin ain't fought in God knows when.
Shit,
Edwin De Los Santos
neither did
hasn't fought
Santos,
either
nigga.
in
That
2
fight with
years.
him and Tito Mercado. That's a great fight at 140. Like
Right.
anybody at 140, that's a name. You feel what
It
I'm
gotta
saying?
make
That's a
sense
great
though.
fight because 140 got a lot of talent. Niggas like
Right.
Subriel Matias.
What's the dude that beat our
Don't try
fighter,
and fight
Green Green?
Lemos.
Green
Don't try
Green.
and
What's
fight
the
a nigga
fighter
like
that beat
Lemos,
our
bro, because you
fighter?
just fought Lemos. You just fought a weight drain. You just fought Lemos that just fought at 140, my nigga.
Hey,
So
Green Green. What was the fighter that beat our fighter? Gary. Albert Playroll. He could fight
yeah,
him.
play your fight on Shakur and them undercard.
Oh, he came. Okay, so he
Yeah,
can't fight him.
he fight July 12th. So
I ain't even gonna
I
lie.
mean,
Me
like I said,
personally, like the
that's a
only
name
fight
you
I
can
think
fight, but
made
nigga,
sense, bro.
It's plenty of niggas at 140 he can rumble. You feel what I'm
Only
saying?
fight
Like
I think
he
made
got it.
sense for real is Frank
He got to
Martin,
make
bro.
Top Rank that money back.
I think
Why
Frank
does
Martin the
Frank
only
Martin
fight
make
made
so much
sense.
sense? Frank Martin ain't had a fight at 140 and he ain't
Look,
no
let me tell
champion.
you
What?
why though. Let me tell you why though.
Talk to me.
Let me rebuttal that. But they already listen. It's already known to the media that him and Frank Martin got beef, right? You know what I'm saying?
But Frank
But
Martin got his ass whooped by Tank Davis, so don't nobody believe he can beat
Keyshawn not Tank
Keyshawn.
though. Keyshawn not Tank.
Man,
Just
Keyshawn beat the shit out of Frank Martin. I'm
but
not even
look,
trying to
listen
see
though.
that fight.
Then you gotta look at
Yeah,
it too.
I ain't
You
gonna
gotta
lie,
look
man.
at
The
it
way
too though.
Frank Martin got did, like he just an
Yeah,
internet troll at this
You
that's
point
gotta
it.
now.
look at
Like
it too though. Look at the bigger picture, right? Shakur already made Santos look easy, right? Right or
No,
wrong?
not
Right or
not necessarily. Not in most people's eyes. In my eyes, he did, but most people's eyes, they didn't. And
A
that's
lot of people feel Shakur should rematch Santos.
so. That's what I was
A lot
gonna
of people
say.
feel that way.
Yeah, that's what I was
A
gonna say. So
lot of
he
people
did.
feel Edward
Yeah,
De Los
I
Santos
feel
and
like he
Shakur
won
should
in the
rematch.
boxing match, but a lot of other people don't feel that way. So that's why I'm saying people was going to try to push this fight for Keyshawn to say, "Oh, you did better than
But
Shakur.
you
Y'all
not a
need to stop
casual
this
though.
brother shit."
You not a casual though. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I
Y-
mean,
y'all niggas ain't
but
casuals.
I'm getting again. Turkey would have to put up the money for that fight because ain't nobody else finna invest in Keyshawn Davis versus Frank Martin. And who's finna invest in that shit after the stunt he just pulled? I mean, we want to see Keyshawn elevate. Elevating is going up there, like Green said. You moving up. Challenge yourself. If it ain't with a champion, challenge yourself with somebody that's worth the fuck. Not somebody that's gonna lay down in the 11th round or the 8th round like Frank Martin. We need somebody that's gonna come in there and actually put his ass to the challenge, like Tito Mercado, like motherfucking Playlu, like Matias, like one of them got hell. I wouldn't be mad if he fought Liam Prero, the one that beat Matias. But he had to.
That nigga, he gotta give people a fan friendly fight
Let me
now.
ask you a question too though. You think Frank Martin laid down?
No, I think Frank Martin ain't got enough in his tank to beat no elite or a great boxer. And I don't think he's a great boxer because he's one dimensional. When you get Frank Martin on that back foot, he has no answer. When you get Frank Martin in the later rounds of the fight, he has no answer. He's not an elite or a great boxer. He's an okay fighter. And Errol Spence even knows that. He's not going to do anything but pick up another loss for no belt and just get his career killed by going to fight Keyshawn Davis right now. Keyshawn Davis has nothing to offer him. He's trying to keep his name relevant, like Green just said. He's trolling on the internet to stay relevant with somebody who just fucked their own bag up. So
So
you're not
let me
really
ask you a
doing that.
question. Let me ask you a question. Right outside of Tank fight, what other fight did Frank Martin not look good in?
The Arnold fight.
Okay, yeah, I forgot. I forgot about that fight. I forgot about that fight. Okay,
Again, and also Frank Martin need to be focusing on his career and trying to go get the bag. If you haven't noticed, these fighters are fighting for bag. They're not really fighting for legacy or belts. I can give Terence Crawford his credit. That's the only one really. Everybody else is fighting for a fucking bag. He stopped the fight with Shakur Stevenson for $1 million because he didn't care about the belts and legacy to go fight Tate Davis for $4 million, $3 million more because it's all about the money and how much fame you can get with that nigga. That's why I say if Frank Martin really showed me it was about boxing for him and not just trying to get a bag, then that's one thing. I believe in Frank Martin when he was really trying. After he got his little money and got a little attention, his skill set went down too. He ain't been working as hard. He
but
was
I
just
think the
on
only
vacation with
fight,
EJ, like he did something and accomplished some shit.
fuck it, he got to come
Man,
back
that
and fight
nigga Frank
Shakur.
Martin ain't
He got
that
to come
nigga
back and
ain't
fight
shit.
Shakur, bro. Fuck it.
That nigga Frank Martin ain't shit. Like
Ain't shit.
his promoter got knocked out. Then he got knocked out right afterward, and both of them
Right.
niggas went missing. Like ain't nobody seen them niggas. Them
Right.
niggas, all them niggas doing is making tweets and shit. Like them niggas
Right.
ain't like them niggas stock is in the negative. Like
Right.
ain't nobody look, especially at 140, because Frank Martin, he just trolling. He not about to fight Keyshawn Davis
No.
fresh off of fresh at 140. He capping.
He capping his ass off.
But see the thing is, Frank Martin, he can't make 135 clean no more. And it ain't nothing but demons at 140. It ain't no cherry picks at 140.
So if you at 140, why you trying to press a person that's just coming up to 140 and you ain't even had no fight yet? You ain't even established yourself. The same thing Green saying, the same thing I've been saying. That is not a good fight right now for him. And if Frank Martin take that fight, that's just another loss on his resume. So you'll stop drop even more, and you can't really bounce back after that. We don't
Man,
want to see.
Frank Martin capping. He don't, man. I don't think he want to fight nobody because a lot of niggas don't be. Frank Martin was like he was the first nigga to duck De Los Santos because to be honest, nigga, he could fight. He could fight De Los Santos. You know what I'm saying, nigga?
Right.
De Los Santos called Frank Martin out and said he was gonna knock that nigga out a minute ago. Frank Martin, he used Shakur to duck Frank Martin. I mean, he used Shakur to duck De Los Santos, and then he used
Shakur
Shakur
to duck him to fight Tank.
to duck him to fight Tank. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
So all he doing, he trying to play mind games with niggas like, cause he think he's some type of big star.
Right.
He like the Edgar Berlanga of 140 right now. You
Right.
because you got beat up by a superstar in boxing. Now you think you the A side to everybody, nigga. Get your
Right.
goofy ass out of here,
Right.
nigga.
Right.
That nigga
Right.
got knocked out. The same thing Cantrell just said. As soon as a nigga make some money, go to the jewelry store. That nigga got knocked out and went and bought a chain, my nigga, the next
Right.
day. Like, that nigga's a bozo, man.
Right.
That nigga
Right.
Frank Martin's a bozo, nigga. That nigga got
Weird
knocked.
ass shit.
That nigga got knocked out bad. Like that nigga got knocked out bad, my nigga.
On some Caleb Plant shit with Canelo just got slept.
Like that nigga got stretched. He was stretched out. That nigga, I ain't gonna lie. Not that was a great knockout by that nigga Tank Davis. I ain't gonna lie. He stretched
Yeah.
that nigga out smooth.
He slept that nigga.
That nigga was like an ironing board, nigga. He put that nigga ass out, nigga.
They had to come and check on that nigga to make sure he was still alive.
That nigga Frank, but now see, somebody they just asked if Frank Martin, if that was a money grab. It may have been a money grab on Frank Martin's part, but it was more so a money grab on Errol Spence's part. You feel what
Right.
I'm saying? Because that nigga Errol Spence, he know damn well Frank Martin ain't have enough experience or even the cadence to be in there fighting Tank Davis like that. You feel what I'm saying? He know that, but it's a money grab because he know he owe this nigga Derrick James some money. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
He owe this nigga bread. You feel what I'm saying? So okay, let me go ahead and I'm gonna tell Frank I can get you the Tank fight. You feel what I'm saying?
I ain't gonna lie though, he ain't going
That's a
there and lay
favor
down
for a
though.
favor move. The same way Luka Doncic got traded to the Lakers, nigga. I'm gonna call my man's first. I'm gonna call Rob Pelinka first and let
That
you
nigga
know
ain't
that
going
I'm
there and lay
busting this
down.
move before anybody else know. You feel what I'm saying? I'm gonna put the play down. Okay, you with it? You go to Frank Martin like nigga, you got the Tank Davis fight if you want it. Nigga Frank Martin like shit, nigga, fuck it, nigga. I might as well, cause nigga, I know I look like shit my last fight. I might as well get this fight with Tank Davis before I move up to 140 anyway, because it's hard making the weight anyway. You feel what I'm saying? I'm an old prospect. You feel what I'm saying? Let me go ahead and get a bag with Tank Davis and move up. Lace this nigga Derrick James pockets. You feel what I'm saying?
Bro, that
Now
nigga
he
Keyshawn crashed out, bro.
Not
That nigga
Errol off
fucked
his
up the
not
bag.
Derrick James. He off Errol laughs about that bread now. Go ahead, overpay him like shit, nigga. Go ahead and take this bread, kill that little lawsuit, my nigga. And then, like I said, we gonna be cool. That's why Errol Spence kept telling Tank Davis to shut up during the press conference. Like, nigga, be quiet. Like, you about to expose the play. Like, we running a play. You feel what I'm saying? You about to expose the shit, nigga. You feel what I'm saying? Because nigga, the public, they pressing you to fight somebody that got a belt or one of the bigger names at 135, nigga. And this nigga Frank Martin, nigga, he don't want to fight Shakur. He basically running with the narrative that nigga, I pulled out the Shakur fight because I knew I had the Tank Davis fight. I don't think you knew you had that fight just yet, my nigga. But you can push that narrative now because it's here. You feel what I'm saying?
I ain't even gonna lie, that nigga Keyshawn crashed out, bro. That nigga tripping. That nigga, that nigga done
Them
winning.
them Philly them
Them
Philly
niggas,
niggas said they
them
about to
niggas
sue
done
that
winning that
nigga.
nigga locker room. Them niggas, bro, I ain't even gonna hold you, nigga. How you get paid to fight, nigga? Then you go fight for free.
Man, them Philly niggas said they suing my nigga. I was like, oh, these niggas funny as fuck. Basically, another parallel because when Devin Haney and them niggas sued and they actually got cheated, my nigga. You feel what I'm saying? Everybody was like, oh, them niggas soft. Like,
Nah, I ain't gonna cap, nigga. Them two different scenarios, though, bro. You can't even, you know what I mean? Like, come on, bro. Haney lost in the ring. But these niggas done went in this nigga locker room and jumped that nigga for winning. You know what I
Man,
mean? Like, come on, bro. That's two different scenarios, gang. Come on, bro. I'm gonna keep it a bean. I'm gonna keep it a bean. I can see like, okay, boom. Say if Albert had lost, right, and them niggas would have been like, all right, I'm suing that nigga because I lost. You know what I mean? Like that's a difference. Like, bro, this nigga beat Kelvin Davis fair and square. Like embarrassed that nigga. Then these niggas But it's crazy because nigga Kelvin Davis wasn't even the nigga that was mad. You feel me?
I don't know, but you know them niggas fought before, so them niggas they already had an issue anyway. But you know, like, but this is the thing though, like, you know, Albright, he wanted to fight fair and square. But them niggas, I seen an interview after that. Them Philly niggas, they was scared to go outside the venue because they said them Norfolk niggas was still they said niggas was still lurking around that bitch like they was on some bullshit. So, you know, them niggas, they probably can't dolly. They probably ain't had nothing
But
really
how bad
good.
does that make you look, though? How bad does that make you look? You come to somebody else's hometown, Green, and you treat them like that. How does that make you look as a
No,
person?
look, Keyshawn, he fucked himself up. Him being the pillar of
Yeah,
the community and all that shit. That shit over
yeah.
with now, nigga. That shit is
That boy's
over
about
with
to get the
now.
key to the
Nigga,
city,
nigga,
nigga.
they about to take that key to the city back from you, my nigga. You feel what I'm saying? The way y'all niggas acting like y'all ain't had no sense out in motherfucking Norfolk, nigga. You got Michael Vick out there. His motherfucking Allen Iverson birthday party later on that night. Y'all niggas out there acting like y'all ain't got no sense, my nigga. Y'all done tried to jump on the Philly niggas. Y'all done ran down on these niggas. Y'all fighting in. Y'all
Bro, you can't
trying to
take black
squabble with
folks
niggas.
nowhere, gang.
Nowhere, bro. That shit's
You feel what I'm
ridiculous. That
saying?
shit
Like
ain't
it's
even
just
funny.
niggas, you can't fake it no more. You can't don't try to put on
Nah,
that
that's a fact.
image.
That's a
Like
fact.
don't try
That's
to
a
put on
fact.
that image like you this mature, stable, you
Yeah.
know, young man. Like nigga, if you however you living, you gotta accept that shit, my nigga. You feel
And
what I'm
then you
saying?
go, the
And you
first
gotta
thing
accept
you
what
do,
come with it.
Hey Green, the first thing the nigga do, he run to his child. What type of lame ass shit is that?
Come on, bro. This nigga tripping.
Yeah, cause and see, that's what I was saying. That's why I was telling niggas. That's why I was like, wait, I didn't like how he was popping it with Abdullah, cause like nigga, you fronting because you at home, my nigga. You feel what I'm saying? Like you think you really gonna be pressing niggas and acting all crazy cause you at home? Like nigga, no, nigga, like nigga, you fronting your move cause you at home, my nigga. You feel what I'm saying? And he definitely did that later on that night at that venue. He
Man, that
definitely
shit
did that
crazy.
because nigga,
Hey,
you didn't even fight
it's
in
a
the
good
ring.
thing they
You
didn't get
didn't
that
even
nigga the
fight in the
key to the
ring, my
city
nigga.
though.
But you out here starting all these fights in the crowd and shit, my nigga. Like,
That's some lame ass shit. You couldn't even hold up your end of the bargain at home. The shit that you headlined the fight in the ring to start some shit outside the ring. Green, you after that shit? Nah, that's some whole shit, bro. And
yeah,
then run straight
and
to
then
your baby.
your older brother got beat up. You feel what I'm saying? Your oldest brother, he got beat up by a nigga that you had a tough fight with. You feel what I'm saying? So it's like, all right, now it's like nigga, instead of you being like, okay, like nigga, we gotta get this nigga back in the ring. He really fucked shit up. Like nigga, that DB3 shit, it's slow for that shit right now, my nigga. I ain't
Yeah,
gonna lie.
That's
It's
a
that's
slow
what.
mob,
for them
nigga.
niggas.
They a mob, nigga.
It's slow for them niggas right now. Like
I don't know your name, bro, but them niggas, they brother, his brothers already won shit, and he ain't shit.
well, I mean, the youngest one, he looked all right, but that
But
Kelvin nigga,
Keyshawn a great fighter, man.
Yeah. I can't even hold you.
man, that
We
Keyshawn is
know
Kelvin
really
we
nigga,
all
good
he
know
fighter
ain't
though.
Keyshawn
shit.
is a great
That
fighter
nigga
though.
ain't shit. He a weight bully.
But what
Then
about
that nigga like
Keyshawn Davis?
Fundora. That nigga look like Fundora at motherfucking 135, my nigga. That nigga way too big to be fighting at 140. And he just got exposed, my nigga. You got beat up by a little nigga. Because you weight bullying. You trying to cut all that weight to make 140 because you don't want to fight niggas your size, my nigga. You just got exposed, my nigga.
That shit is crazy how that nigga.
Move up, nigga. Go to 147. That nigga look like a middleweight. You should be fighting at 160, my nigga. It looked like y'all. It looked like you and Troy Isley need to switch, nigga. Like he need to be fighting at motherfucking 140, nigga. And you should be fighting at 160, nigga. You big as fuck, nigga, at 140, nigga. Now,
I,
nigga, because you didn't cut so much weight, your
that nigga
reaction
Keyshawn
time
a
all
real
crazy.
fighter though.
He was
Like
getting
he's
hit
a
with some
fighter.
dumbass
You know
shit.
what I mean?
That nigga, that Philly nigga, he was just fighting in Team Combat League.
That shit
That nigga
crazy.
was just fighting one rounders. Like, come on, man.
Hey, but big dog, what I was trying to tell H Money too, and again, I'm gonna tell you because ain't no cap in my rap. I don't give a damn how good of a fighter you are or great of a fighter you are. Anybody can be blackballed. So don't go out there and think that you bigger than the
Yeah,
sport.
but K Drill,
Now
this is
look,
what I
when I
try to
say
tell you, K Drill. Go ahead.
I'm listening to you, H. Go
nah, go
ahead.
Go
ahead,
ahead.
H.
Yeah, you good? Go ahead.
Now I was about to say, when I say a fighter, I mean like he a fighter at heart. So like nigga, he'll pop off on a nigga anywhere at any time. Cause he, you know what I mean? Like,
But you got to learn to control that. That ain't always good. And again, one monkey don't stop no show, my nigga. That's what I keep trying to get y'all to understand. I don't give a damn how good your talent is, how much hard work you put in. You ain't the one with the money. You ain't the one with the power and connection. If I tell a nigga I will give you $10 million and I got $10 million not to fuck with this motherfucker, who you gonna fuck with? Huh? I will blackball your ass. Stop playing with me. If you can fight outside the ring, you need to learn how to control yourself and get some fucking counseling to only do that shit in the ring, or you gonna fuck up my money, and I ain't gonna have that. I will tell everybody else to stop fucking with you, and you will be out this sport faster than I can snap my fingers.
Man,
Stop playing with me.
but that's
man,
the same.
see
That's the
them
same
niggas.
thing with Crawford too,
See,
though.
I ain't gonna lie, them niggas is
Crawford ain't
moving
never
like.
did no disrespectful shit
Not,
like
but
that.
you nah, but
Hey,
listen though.
look,
You
them
remember when he was
DB3
telling
niggas,
niggas
them
like,
niggas
bro,
is
meet me
moving like
here
the
and I'll fight you
Charlos,
for
my
free.
nigga. Them niggas is moving like the Charlos, my nigga. Now, because this the thing, right? Like, okay, when you play crazy at home, right? That's cool. You got the ups on niggas at home, but what's gonna happen when you go on the road?
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? Because nigga, you gotta, because you just fucked the home play up.
You can't
Nigga,
come back to
Norfolk, they
Philly
not
either.
fucking with you like that no more after that shit, nigga. That shit
Right.
look terrible, nigga. You feel what I'm saying? They not fucking with you after that. This nigga Iverson, Boosie, all these niggas out there that
See, you
weekend,
can't go
them
back to
niggas ain't even getting no
why not?
bullshit started,
Why you
nigga.
can't go back to Philly?
You
Why you
said what?
can't go back to Philly? What
Because
they
them
gonna
Philly
do?
niggas on his
Y'all
ass. Them
said
Philly niggas, them Philly niggas couldn't even walk out the venue in Norfolk. You think they don't remember that? Take your ass to Philly. You
They
want to.
say they
You
was
won't be able to walk out your
they say they
hotel
was still
room.
niggas walking back and forth like they was
Yeah.
on niggas or something
Niggas got to
before
get
COVID.
police to escort them out. Now you take your ass to Philly. You won't be able to leave out the Sheraton Hotel.
they had them Philly niggas scared. So the Philly niggas was scared.
Nah, they just was outmatched. Hold on. It wasn't about being scared, nigga. You in somebody else's hometown. You
But they had the
outmatched.
police with them. You just
Huh?
said they had the police with them.
I
You
said
just said
he
they had
had
the
the
police with them.
I said he had the police with him. I seen a video. He was like, I got to get escorted out. He had Albright had the police with him. I didn't say Albright couldn't go
Because
back
he
to
was
Philly.
scared. That's
I
what I'm
said,
saying. Because he was scared. He had the
yeah, he was
police with
scared.
him because
Yeah,
he was
he
scared.
wasn't at home. He wasn't at home. He
Now,
was in so
his promoter did an interview, and they was like, nigga, we can't even leave up out of here to go get no food. Like we keep
right.
saying
So
niggas,
why
we
would
keep saying
Keyshawn
niggas.
think that it's safe to go to his town to Philly and feel like that shit okay when he ain't get no hospitality when he came to Norfolk? I'd be damned if I'm from Florida and some niggas treat me like that. I guarantee you shit going down. You bring your ass to Florida. You feel me?
Man, it ain't even just Philly. It's everywhere now. Because see the thing is, this what niggas always say, and this is real. You gotta keep the same energy everywhere you go. So now if you a
Right,
tough nigga, if you a
right,
super tough nigga, so now
right.
everywhere you go, nigga, you
You
gotta
gotta
keep the
be
same
tough.
energy, nigga. So
New
all them
York,
niggas that you
New
had, all
Jersey.
them niggas that you had moving with you gonna have to pay for all them niggas in your entourage and make sure you moving and comfortable everywhere you go. You feel what I'm saying?
Extra money out your pocket and you just
Extra
lost.
money. That's extra bread. That's extra bread out your pocket for the goons. You feel what I'm saying? The niggas that's gonna hold you down. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
But you was just playing it like you was this super. You was this
Gangster.
super. You was this super
Gangster.
mature guy that you all that's behind you and I got a kid now all this and that. Just saying
Nah,
shit.
he was being
Just
a
saying
straight
shit that's
gangster.
politically correct. No, nigga, like you feel what I'm saying? You still ain't got your shit together, but now you got to carry that same energy with because niggas is gonna front on you. No matter if you go to Philly, you can go to the West Coast, however it go, niggas is gonna front on you. And ain't nobody gonna have no sympathy for you if the shit don't go your way. You feel
And
what
I
I'm
and
saying?
I and I hope your entourage fight better than Keon and Kelvin, because them niggas is ass trash.
Keon decent though.
Man, that nigga ain't
He
decent.
not
He
the
hit a
best.
nigga
He
with a
decent.
body. He hit a nigga with a body shot that ain't had no business being in the ring with him anyways. I ain't trying to y'all niggas always overhyping these niggas. That
Come
nigga ain't
on, bro. Don't be
impressed
one
me
of them,
one
bro. Don't
bit.
be one of them,
Now
gang.
I ain't gonna.
Nigga, I ain't even
I
Man,
think
like, be
overhyped
one
them,
of
I
bro.
think the
what?
younger one he
Be
might
one
got.
of
The
what?
younger
One of
one,
them.
he got more
Man,
talent. He might got
Keon
more
ain't got
talent than
shit
all of them.
going on for him, bro.
That Kelvin nigga, he need to
Listen,
that
Keon,
Kelvin nigga,
so
it's time to get your
hey,
CDLs, my boy.
green, and you and Buddy. I don't know Buddy name. I don't want to disrespect you. Just being honest. Tell me, is this nigga not one dimensional? Tell me, Keon ain't one dimensional. And if you say he's not, you're lying.
I'm gonna keep it a bean. I only seen that one fight.
No,
Exactly.
I mean, he's still a kid. He's a prospect though. Like he's like a super. You feel what I'm saying? Like
Exactly. He's not even developed yet.
they still building him up. I don't think he a
He's
little bit
one dimensional though, Green. He's one dimensional.
because look, you got to look at him though.
Errol
Like
Spence was a
he's a big
fucking
kid.
dog in everybody's eyes. Errol
No,
Spence had all the experience. Errol Spence had all the world championship fight. Errol Spence was a three belt holder. Errol Spence was this. Errol Spence was still one dimensional. I don't give a damn if you a prospect. I don't give a damn if you are a vet. One
yeah, I
dimensional is
mean
one
he
dimensional.
still got room. But see, the thing is, he still got room
For
to
growth.
learn though. You feel what I'm saying?
You ain't got room for growth. You in the back jumping a nigga with your brother. You got no room for growth.
I mean, you know, I mean, I mean,
Fuck out of here. That's
he's
what
still
I'm
a
trying
young
to
nigga,
tell
so
you.
he's
You
still
can't
going.
contradict the shit. He
No, I
back there
mean,
doing the same dumb shit.
he's still the little bro. So of course he gonna do whatever his older brother around.
No,
You feel
that
what I'm
don't mean
saying?
you follow the same footsteps as somebody fucking up. I understand what you're saying. You follow your big brother. I get what you're trying to say, but that's what I'm trying to say as well, Green. That doesn't benefit you. That doesn't benefit you. That put a sour taste in people's mouth already. And
I
then
mean,
your
well,
skills ain't top tier.
he not gonna get the blowback from the situation. Keyshawn is the one who say he the businessman,
Well,
but
I'm gonna
he did bad
hold
business.
you and Buddy responsible when this nigga get his ass fucked up later in his career. Watch what I tell you with that one dimensional shit. Just remember we had this conversation because y'all said that nigga was like not really like that, but y'all said he was decent. I ain't gonna put words in your mouth. Y'all said he a decent fighter. Y'all didn't say he was a leader like that, but I just want to see this decent fighting, not stopping a nigga with a body shot that ain't had no business being in the ring with you. I'm
Yeah,
gonna wait. I'm gonna give him
I
his
ain't gonna lie
prospect
though.
run,
Like
and I'm gonna wait.
the way them niggas was moving and shit like that. Like you know, when them niggas go OT, they might have to they might have to have a pipe on. They might have to have a burner on with them
You
motherfuckers.
already know it, gang.
You feel what I'm saying? Because it's like now, like niggas, because now niggas, because once you show niggas how you moving, so niggas are okay. Like y'all like to jump niggas, y'all like to come to niggas rooms. All right, so now niggas, so now when y'all niggas come out here, like we gonna turn it up a notch. We gonna see nigga when we turn this shit up, niggas, you niggas gonna rise to that occasion. You feel what I'm saying? Because now y'all niggas not at home. You feel what I'm saying? So if y'all want to jump this, so niggas start backing out on y'all niggas, how you gonna feel then? You can't play victim and say, "Oh man, that's fucked up." Like we was just fighting, niggas up and on us all type of shit. Like nah, nigga, because you already done set the energy. You feel what I'm saying? You already done put that energy out there. You feel what I'm saying? Y'all running down on niggas, trying to press niggas, y'all trying to jump niggas and shit like that. So now niggas gonna be prepared for y'all niggas next time y'all pull up. You feel what I'm
Hey,
saying?
the
Because that
older brother,
Albright
like,
nigga,
hold up, y'all niggas tripping, bro. I ain't tell
that
y'all niggas.
Albright nigga, you could tell he not
He
really
not
into no
like
shit
that.
like that.
He
He
not
keeping
like
this
that.
shit all the way professional. He got an opportunity. He felt like okay, nigga, I put hands on this nigga Keyshawn before. His big brother really ain't shit. I'm about to beat this nigga up. He took the opportunity, nigga, and he made the best of it. You feel what I'm saying? And then niggas tried to mess up his night by coming in his locker room and trying to jump him and shit. Or whether they jumped him or headbutt him, whatever they saying, nigga. Y'all niggas wasn't even supposed to be over here. What y'all niggas doing over here, nigga? Y'all niggas, unless y'all come in here to say, nigga, good fight. You know, nigga, we hope to get a rematch. You feel what I'm saying? Let's run it back. If y'all niggas ain't doing, what is y'all niggas pressing my locker room for, nigga? You feel what
Bro,
I'm saying?
this nigga Keyshawn was in the crowd eating popcorn, bro. That shit is crazy, bro. That shit had me. I ain't gonna lie, that shit had me weak, nigga. I see this nigga eat popcorn. I'm like, yeah, this nigga don't give a fuck.
Them niggas doing another nigga that's fronting this shit is that nigga Richard Hitchison too.
Oh
He
yeah,
front
yeah,
that
yeah,
nigga out
yeah,
here fronting this shit like
yeah,
he got
yeah.
exposed earlier too. That nigga Cambosa's dad smacked his man's with the microphone in his hand, nigga.
No. Where that video at?
He lucky them niggas didn't snatch that 50,000 from him, my nigga. For real, like he lucky them niggas didn't get rushed, and he would have lost 50,000, nigga, before he even fought. Cause he tried to pull up on Prambo. He tried to do all this super fly shit. Like again, he fronting his move because he in New York. You feel what I'm saying? He fighting in the small room at the Madison Square. He fighting at the Hulu Theater. You out here doing all this. You front your move all because you in New York. You trying to front on this nigga Cambosa. You don't know how these niggas moving in their country. These niggas might move accordingly in their country, nigga. Because you can tell that nigga Cambosa's dad, he wasn't on that shit, nigga. That nigga dad wasn't on that shit at all, nigga. And nigga, once he got close enough, once he was in firing range, nigga, that nigga, he took off on that nigga, on his mans. His mans got smacked. You heard the feedback on the mic. You feel what I'm saying? He got smacked. And then Richard hits as soon as Cambosa get up. He like, oh nigga, I ain't on none of that shit, nigga. I would have smacked you already. Like, no, you not on that, my nigga. So stop coming with all that energy, acting like you some super tough player ass nigga, like, and just go in there and beat the nigga in a boxing match. You trying to do all this front, trying to build this fight up, like, my nigga. Don't nobody even really want to see this fight for real, nigga.
Yeah, nobody care about that.
Like you because you just did an interview and you was capping, my nigga, talking about nigga Subriel Matias. Like, nigga, you was the mandatory to fight Subriel Matias, my nigga. You could have been had your opportunity at the IBF, nigga. But you were scared. You were scared of him.
And then
you were scared of him, and once Liam Paro beat him, you want to fight Liam Paro.
Cherry picking. That's how he became a world champion. He waited for Liam Paro to become the champion. Now you want to fight. You know what I'm saying? But when Matias was the champion, he made a million excuses. He kept making excuses. Talking about the weight, the rehydration. Nigga, now you the IBF champion. You always got to do a rehydration now because you the champion. You know what I'm saying? And he don't care about that now. He defending the belt. He doing the rehydration. He not saying shit about that. But when Matias was the champion, that was the excuse not to fight that nigga. You know what I'm saying? That nigga.
Hey, yeah.
Yeah. Matter of fact, nigga, didn't he fight Liam Paro in Puerto Rico?
He did. Yep.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, my nigga, come on, my nigga. You's a lying ass nigga, my nigga. You want to fight Subriel Matias in Puerto Rico, but you will go fight Liam Paro in Puerto Rico? Come on, my nigga.
That shit crazy.
You doing anything in your power to build this fight up. You feel what I'm saying? Like Tank Davis, you just got into it. Tank Davis, he just took a shot at you. You feel you doing anything to try and build this fight up, my nigga.
Catch a fade with him. I'm thinking Devin Haney want to catch a fade with him because Devin Haney said he fucked that nigga bitch. You see that?
That shit
Devin
wild.
Haney put that out there. He said he fucked that nigga bitch. So when he said that, I'm like, why Devin saying that all of a sudden? He might try to build up a fight. He building up a fight with him.
Oh, we back on this shit. No, he said it because he's a bitch ass nigga. And he said it because he's a lame ass nigga. He said it because he ain't focused on his craft. He said it because he has let the money in that jury, all that bullshit blind him. He said that because he want to stay relevant and niggas got on his ass about that Young Thug situation. Let's keep that shit hot. I hate that shit.
But guess what, K-Drill? Bill Haney, he pulled up to the press conference. You seen Richardson Hitchens and Cambosa's press conference. Bill Haney popped up out of nowhere. So now it's like, why is Bill Haney over there?
Because it's a fighter that does not punch. It's a fighter that moves like his son. They tired of
Dick Richardson.
Exactly. Exactly.
I think Devin Haney want to fight him next.
Exactly. He think it's an easy win. He cherry picking him just like he cherry picked Regis instead of fighting Shakur Stevenson and then calling it a strategy move. It's business. Them niggas are so full of shit. I'll knock him out that fake ass Nike jumpsuit he wearing. Bitch ass nigga.
You got Devin Haney beating Richardson Hitchens?
Yeah, that's an easy win.
Who you got, Green? Devin Haney or Richardson?
Man, I ain't gonna lie. I don't know. That Devin Haney I just seen, my nigga.
That'll be K-Drill. See?
Man, I don't know. I don't know about that Devin Haney, my nigga. That Devin Haney, That Devin Haney
Well,
look
he's
that
entitled
nigga
to say
legs
that
ain't look right, cuz.
because I saw the same Devin Haney. I can't argue with a man by that when I'm telling you I seen the last performance and look at the bullshit he doing outside the ring. Now you niggas can get on my ass if you want to, but I don't respect that shit. He had no business coming out his mouth saying that. He need to be in the gym working on his fucking skills. You can deny it if you want to, but that's the God honest truth. I seen that shit. I almost lost my fucking mind. That's why I can't fuck with them niggas. That's why, bro. Right there, they always switch up on some dumb shit instead of stay like, bro. Let us do that bullshit for you. Let us be out here running our mouth and talking for you. You worry about getting your fucking craft together. The same thing Morrell should have been doing, running his mouth and all that shit. Should have been getting ready for David Benavidez. Yeah, I said it. Yeah, I'ma call them out
Bruh, them
because
niggas
they're
should have
worried
been
about the
doing
wrong
Morales.
shit.
They went
Yeah,
for
man.
money.
Look, that Devin Haney, nigga that I just seen. I think that nigga Karen could beat that Devin Haney. I ain't gonna lie, my
So,
nigga.
so you got Richardson. You got Richardson Hitchens beating Devin Haney. Then if they
Man,
fought,
if I'm going off their last performances, I can't lie. Yes,
K.
Richardson
I think
Hitchison,
that fight could happen then.
he might be able to beat that Devin Haney. The Devin Haney I just seen, because you gotta think that was Devin Haney at 147, so he's supposed to have a little more pop. You feel what I'm saying? Like nigga, he was still fighting like he was scared of niggas or something. I'm like, man, hell no, man.
Well, again, go out there and cherry pick Richardson Hitchison and go and pick up a belt that you just vacated your belt from that same division. What was the point of
Richardson
vacating your
Henson,
belt?
the both of them niggas is the same type, like not they're not the same type of niggas because I fuck. Don't get it wrong. I fuck with DHP, but them niggas like them niggas they trying to overblow that win against Jose Ramirez. We understand this your first fight back after a tough fight, and you in that bitch cautious. Just say that, my nigga. You feel what I'm saying? You trying to act like y'all did put Jose Ramirez in the hospital, all this wild funny type shit. Like, come on, my nigga. But this
Not,
nigga
but
Richardson
Green,
Hitchison,
just keep it
he
hot
the
because you
same
said
type of
you
nigga though.
Green.
Cause he
You say
just
you
did an
fuck with
interview.
DHP, right? You fuck with
Hold
DHP.
on, let me finish real quick. This nigga Hitchison just did an interview talking about he might go to 147, all this and that. But you not talking about fighting nobody at 140 that's dangerous like Gary Antoine Russell. You talking about going up there trying to fight Barrios. Why do you cherry picking ass niggas always talk about fighting Barrios, all this and that? He said he'll fight Brian Norman Jr., all this and that. You feel what I'm saying? Y'all wasn't just talking about fighting Boots. You feel what I'm saying? He talking about, oh, we gonna try and fight Barrios and all this and that. Like, nigga, Mario Barrios, he looking past y'all niggas. He about to fight Pacquiao. That nigga not worried about fighting y'all niggas, man.
So by you fucking with DHP, what was the sense of dropping your belt and not want to go back and fight for a belt at that division? What was the point?
I'm gonna be honest with you because when niggas feel like they the A side to everybody else except certain fighters, they feel like they gonna dictate policy. You feel what I'm saying? So he wasn't gonna fight nobody that was super dangerous at 140. Because from his perspective, he don't have to because he's not signed, and that's the way they move. Because they're not signed into no contractual fights with no promoter. They going on a fight to fight basis now. And now that they got now that they fucking with Turkey, okay, they'll fight a nigga like Tio. Tio not dangerous to Devin Haney right now. You feel what I'm saying? Because Tio is not he's not a full-fledged 147 pounder. You feel what I'm saying? So Devin Haney, he already had a fight at 147. So now he's like, okay, you feel what I'm saying? If I go ahead and fight this nigga Tio, you feel what I'm saying? I might have the advantage on this nigga Tio. You feel what I'm
But that'll
saying?
still be at 147. That's not answering my question. Again, if you was planning on fighting Richardson Hitchens and then you want to blow all this smoke and pull up and all of this shit, why the fuck did you vacate your 140 belt if you plan on going to fight for another belt at 140? That was the dumbest shit ever. That's the bullshit I be
Devin
talking
Haney,
about.
he never said he was gonna fight Richard Hitchens.
Yeah,
Him and
I'm just saying,
that
your
nigga
pop
But
Bill
I
pulling
still
Bill
up.
put
can't
out like
do.
a hit
He
list.
can fight him at a
Bill,
catch weight
But
because
but
Devin
Bill
Haney.
Bill Bill he had put out a hit list of fighters that Devin Haney wanted to fight. Richard Hitchison, he got honorable mention, so it's like They
They
don't.
was woofing on that list right there. They talking about a bunch of fighters they not gonna fight. They got Shakur
That's
on the
my
list.
whole point.
Yeah,
A whole
they,
bunch of
they
bullshit.
they just capping. All they got Boots on the list. They not trying to fight Boots. They
Man,
ducking Boots. They
I've
ducked
been
Shakur
said,
already.
nigga, Devin and Shakur need to fight each other, bro. Like if them niggas want to
Devin
be
don't
the
want to fight
stars,
Shakur. Devin
if them niggas want to be the stars that they claim they gonna be,
Devin don't
because
want to fight. Devin don't
look,
want
you
to fight.
see niggas see the thing is they gotta understand they window to be that type of star is closing real fast. I gotta keep it honest, my nigga,
It's
because
Abdullah Mason.
it's
Abdullah
other good
Mason gonna
fighters
take over.
that's coming up. Exactly,
Abdullah
nigga.
Mason.
It's other good fighters that
Abdullah Mason gonna
that's
take
coming up,
over.
my nigga, to the point where niggas not gonna be
And
worried about Shakur and
well,
Devin Haney no
Keyshawn
more. Yet
Davis was gonna
y'all got
take over
accolades in the sport of boxing, but entertainment value, nobody gonna be checking for y'all niggas. So y'all
because
should
they
already
don't
been and
have
fought each other.
offense. They don't have offense.
Y'all
They
should
style
already
is
been and fought each
defense.
other.
People want to see offense like Abdullah Mason and Keyshawn Davis got good offense too. He got good offense in Tank Davis. But as far as it's no disrespect to Shakur. Shakur could beat a lot of fighters. He might be the best, but shit, his style of boxing is not exciting. Is you know what I'm saying?
Exactly. You see now they have to put you in there with an opponent that the fans already know. They're like, okay, even though we know the likeliness of somebody getting hurt or this being a brawl is not gonna happen, but this is a fight with two names that the culture know, and it's already been animosity. You feel what I'm saying? Cause see now, like like after this Zapata fight, Shakur got a chance to basically like to go way ahead of Devin Haney, because that performance Devin Haney just had when he just squabbled that Mexican nigga, that wasn't no good performance, my nigga. You feel what I'm saying? And he not about to get the Ryan Garcia fight. You feel what I'm saying? He thinking, okay, I'm gonna go in here and play it safe with this nigga, and then me and Ryan gonna run it back. He's not getting the Ryan Garcia fight because Ryan Garcia lost. Nobody wants to see that fight no more. It's over with. You feel what I'm saying? Like that fight totally lost all this energy. You feel what I'm saying? Shakur got to go in here and handle this nigga Cepeda in a certain type of way to keep to go past Devin Haney. You feel what I'm saying? And to keep his momentum ahead of Keyshawn, because had Keyshawn not had beat this nigga De Los Santos up, niggas was gonna take Keyshawn ahead of that nigga. You feel what I'm saying? Shakur got a chance to go ahead of him and Tank from a last performance perspective, because a lot of people feel like Tank Davis got beat up against Lamar Roach. You feel what I'm saying? Like niggas, I'm just keeping it tall right now. A lot of niggas feel like Lamar Roach put his hands on Tank Davis. You feel what I'm saying? Put pause on that nigga Tank Davis. So niggas looking at Tank like he a regular nigga. Tank Davis ain't Tank Davis right now. Let's just keep it tall. He's just a regular fighter now. You feel what I'm saying? Like he not a mega star right now. He just a regular nigga that can knock you out. You feel what I'm saying? Tank Davis, his stock dropped after that Lamar Rose fight. So Shakur really got to lock in. He got a chance to go past all them niggas, especially if he beat this nigga Cepeda up. If he do anything on the rim of what he did to Oscar Valdez, his stock gonna go up crazy. Niggas gonna be like, okay, he got a good opponent in there. He took his zero and he beat that nigga up. You feel what I'm saying? He ain't coming off no layoff because Zapata been active. He been super active. Niggas looking at Devin Haney like, man, like, come on, man, that old ass Jose Ramirez. You were supposed to after you wore him down a little bit, got some rounds in and seen that his age caught up with him. You were supposed to start stepping to that nigga and start putting that shit together on that nigga, finishing at the body on him and stuff like that. You were still running around. You were still running around scaling the ropes against that nigga. Now niggas wasn't feeling that from Devin Haney. You feel what I'm saying? Especially Devin Haney at 147. Nah, niggas wasn't feeling that. Niggas wasn't feeling that Devin Haney at 147 at all. So now, like, we don't want to see you try and fight no niggas like Josh Taylor, pull that nigga out the grave or none of that, my nigga. We don't want to see that, my nigga.
We ain't asked for that, my nigga.
Because like I'll tell you, a lot of these father-son combos, Niggas is cherry picking niggas. Now I say that to say this. Now, Jerron Ennis, Eddie Hearn just announced that he's moving to 154 pounds now. They're claiming that he can't make the weight and it wasn't comfortable. And his performance against Stanionis was only him at 50% minimum. With that being said, Jerron Ennis is a unified lineal champion at 147. He can't move up to 154 and fight no tomato can, man. It can't happen. Champions are nothing, bro.
He can move up and fight Xander Zayas after he win this WBO.
Oh, if that's for a belt, hell yeah. If he fights Xander for a belt, hell yeah.
Xander about to fight coming up for the WBO at 154. He gonna be the champion.
Who he fighting for?
Fuck, what's the nigga name? What's the damn nigga name? I done forgot his name, Green. But yeah, he fighting up. I think it's in July.
Man, Boots, he need to fight. He need to fight that nigga that knocked Tim Zoo out, my nigga.
And then Xander.
Niggas, I ain't gonna lie. Niggas scared to catch a fade with that nigga, man. That nigga dangerous, my nigga. I ain't gonna lie, dude.
Yeah, Boots can fight him and Xander. They both got belts.
I ain't gonna lie, that Muslim brother, that nigga dangerous, my nigga. My nigga Terence Crawford, Terence Crawford ain't even trying to squabble with that nigga right now. That nigga dangerous, my nigga. I ain't gonna lie. That nigga putting his hands on shit, my nigga.
We gonna see. I think Boots will get him.
Man, I don't know, man.
I even think Boots will beat my fighter Xander. I think Boots can unify just that fast. Xander get this belt. I think he'll beat Xander and that dude for the IBL.
I don't know that Xander a big kid, man.
I know, but Boots is a dangerous kid.
Xander a hell of a boxer. Xander can box his ass off too.
Hey, Green, you said, but Boots, he ducked Norman because he went up to 154.
Yeah. I do feel that's a duck for sure.
Nah, he ain't duck shit.
That's definitely a duck because he was the same one that said he wanted to unify the division and he wanted to go undisputed at 147. Now that Brian Norman Jr. is in the mix and his fight,
or now that he can't make the weight, or now that he can't make the weight and he already offered Brian Norman the Jr. to fight when he could make the weight. So who's really the duck? Oh, okay then.
No, look, that's not Brian Norman Jr.'s fault.
It never is.
That Jerron Ennis outgrew the division. You feel what I'm saying?
It's his fault he didn't sign on the dotted lines when he could make the division.
Champions around the same time.
Nigga, stop it, man. Come on, man. Stop it. The nigga got a contract he didn't sign. He had his opportunity. Now Boots can't make the weight and Boots ducking him. Come on with the shit, man. Come on with the shit, man. Boots even told y'all I took a pay cut. The fuck? These niggas don't want to fight me.
That's how I know Boots and them niggas was ducking Brian No, because Stanionis made more money than Boots.
Here you go. Now they ducking.
Stanionis made more money than Boots.
As he should. Stanionis was in the division before Brian Norman Jr.
Hell no, nigga, that's a duck, nigga. Because everybody.
That ain't no damn duck. That nigga got a contract and he didn't sign. That's a duck.
Nah, that nigga, man, Boots, but they ducked Brian Norman Jr., bro.
Nah, hell no. Brian Norman ducked himself.
Now all of a sudden he can't make 147. But when Terence Crawford moved out of the division and went to 154, Boots was still calling his name.
Right. Y'all will say any damn thing. This nigga literally got a contract, but they won't call that a duck. But this nigga outgrow the division and now he ducking. Boy, y'all will say any damn thing. Brian Norman Jr. ain't in no position to call nobody no duck. Now I'm pissed off at Boots, and like I said, I always keep it high. I'm pissed off at him because he told me he was going to go undisputed, and I've been telling that nigga for damn near 2 years to go up to 154. So it only made sense to listen to me, and even the niggas from Philly talking about that's stupid. Why would he just go up to 154 for nothing? For nothing. Hell, he finna go up there for nothing. There's not a guarantee he finna get no title shot right now. So everything that I've been saying in the past, going on fucking 2 years, has been nothing but accurate information. So I'm over all the shit any damn way. I'm over all the shit any damn ways, bro. Niggas don't fucking listen until it's too motherfucking late. The same shit I was telling Devin Haney to do, he didn't listen to it. It was too late. All these niggas, none of them listen. None of them. But I don't know shit about boxing. Obviously,
All
you
right.
boxers don't know shit about boxing.
People saying that Boots is scared to fight another athletic fighter.
Then why the fuck is he in Japan? Bring your ass over here and fight.
Because the Jan Sasaki fight.
I bet it is, and for no belt.
No, but it's a title defense.
I don't give a damn about no defense when you can unify and go undisputed. The fuck? Fight Boots when you got the offer, nigga. Boots should have 3 belts right now, waiting on Barrios to do whatever the fuck he over there doing so he can become undisputed.
Eddie Hearn only tried to make a fight. Eddie Hearn only tried to make an offer to Brian Norman Jr. while he already had a fight going on. But he thought Boots was gonna fight Tio. Now that Boots not gonna fight.
Oh, that was AMG up here. AMG, yeah, crazy.
That now that Boots didn't want to fight Teofimo Lopez in Saudi Arabia because that's why they said Boots didn't want to take that fight because he's scared to go to Saudi Arabia. That's what everybody is saying. They saying Boots scared to get on that plane and travel. Like Boots don't want to have no away game.
But you got 2 American fighters got to go all the way over there to fight. They shouldn't have to travel. They should be fighting in America. That's what I'm saying. Just a whole bunch of dumb shit.
But when you have a world title, that means you have to fight around the world. Terence Crawford, he won his first world title in Scotland. He went on the road and be the champion in his own hometown. You feel what I'm saying? You have to be able to go on the road.
He didn't fight an American over there. You acting like he went over there and fought another American. That's what I'm saying. When Errol Spence went over there and won the IBF, he wasn't fighting an American. But y'all niggas like, come on, make sense of what you're saying.
This is the thing, though. Boxing has changed.
Come on, man. I bet it has. I bet it. And again, it's changing for the worse.
Too many opportunities, bro. Jerron Anderson, he didn't have too many opportunities to fight quality opponents. You feel
Brian Norman had one opportunity and he shitted on himself. That nigga ducked.
Like, Brian Norman not scared to get on that plane and fight though.
Brian Norman is scared of that contract that he got off.
Man, that nigga Boots scared, bro. He didn't
even Boots ain't scared. That nigga got to fight to be fighting in America. And now he want a nigga to get on the plane.
He just want to.
Now he want a nigga to get on the plane.
He just want to fight around Philly. Eddie, hey, look. We was just talking about the business of boxing. Eddie Hearn is trying to make He's trying to make a profit off of Boots. He could make a profit if Boots.
And why you can't make a profit off of 2 Americans in America? How you can't make a profit off of 2 Americans in America?
Boots will go fight in Rahaz.
Come on, man. Now this nigga Don King. Now he got to be a rumble in the jungle. These niggas got to go to Africa.
For that David Avenesian fight.
Now I got to be a rumble in the jungle. These niggas got to go to Africa.
Stevenson, I got to give it to Jerron Ennis. I got to give it to Jerron Ennis.
This is the shit I be talking about.
Shakur, they overpaid you for the Padley fight. They overpaid you for the Padley fight, Shakur. So you should be able to take a pay cut on this Williams Zepeda fight if need be because
who said out his mouth that he took a pay cut?
This is an
that's what I'm saying. Brian Norman ain't want to fight, ducking ass nigga.
Because they tried to lowball him. You lowball
here we go. They always got an excuse.
More money.
They always got an excuse.
Because Stanionis he's not dangerous as Brian Norman Jr. is.
Yeah, I can agree with that because I felt like Devin Haney tried to lowball Shakur for that fight, so I can agree with that. But at the same time, it's like this. Niggas got on my ass and your ass on this same panel about take the opportunity. So why your fighter didn't just take the opportunity?
Because he was also a world champion. That's why.
Shakur wasn't no world champion?
He wasn't a world champion in that division yet.
It don't matter. He was still a world champion.
It don't matter because even though even though they was capping about that they was capping about that offer to Shakur. Shakur lost his belt on the scales. Shakur lost his belt being unprofessional. Brian Norman Jr. didn't lose his belt. He won his belt in the ring. So he's a champion. He deserved to be paid properly.
And he was getting paid property, more money than he ever fucking made in boxing. So he was getting paid property. And he had opportunity to unify and have 2 belts instead of 1. And the ring would have been on the line because Turkey would have put it on it just like he did with Stanionis. So all them excuses don't matter to me. Your fighter duck. And he actually got a contract. Boots outgrew the division. It's a difference.
No, Boots can still make 147. He said he can still make 140. He just don't want to fight Brian Norman Jr. He gonna make every.
Don't want to fight. He can make the division. He just don't want to fight Brian Norman Jr. You a funny ass nigga, Greg.
Nah, because I just seen an interview with them niggas from Philly, and they was trying to run damage control for Boots once again because niggas is like, okay, dude, like nigga, you just ducked. You not gonna fight Teofimo Lopez, like nigga. You don't have nobody else to fight right now, bro. Like, don't nobody want to see you fight a tomato can. Like, you can't keep bum bashing niggas and then still thinking niggas are supposed to, because they supposed to try to build you up as a superstar, bro. You supposed to be this and that in boxing, my nigga. Like, you not even, you feel what I'm saying? Like, nigga, you never even been on pay-per-view. So now you got a chance to fight on pay-per-view once again after you did that shit with Virgil Ortiz, that bullshit. You feel what I'm saying? You just did some bullshit with Virgil Ortiz. You don't, like, this nigga's the most entitled boxer I ever seen. That's why you can't compare him to nobody, not even an Errol Spence type nigga. You feel what I'm saying? Because nigga, you really ain't did shit in the sport of boxing. You've been a welterweight longer than Terence Crawford, probably as long as Errol Spence. And nigga, you getting all these opportunities now to fight for all these big purses, and you won't even take them, my nigga. You getting all these pay-per-view opportunities, my nigga, and you don't want to take them because you don't want to go to Saudi Arabia and fight. Like, come on, my nigga. That don't even make sense, bro. That sounds like some scary ass shit, my nigga. You feel me? Like everybody else hopping on that plane and getting over there, my nigga. You feel what I'm saying? Like they trying to build you up to be a star in boxing. You scared to go over there and squabble a nigga in Saudi Arabia? That don't even make sense.
It don't make sense to have 2 American fighters go way over there anyway.
Look, we was just talking about the opportunity. You feel what I'm saying? The opportunity to showcase your talents. You feel what I'm saying? To the world, on the world scale.
What are you talking about? The nigga got his opportunity. He got a contract. He didn't sign. He went to worry about his fucking taxes. What aren't you getting?
No, we talking about Boots.
I'm talking about Brian Norman.
No, Nick, Brian, you can't put Brian Norman in the same category. Brian
That
Norman,
nigga talking about we talking about Boots. I'm talking about Brian Norman.
They don't mind traveling. Boots the only one that's scared to hit the road.
What am I traveling for? And we both from America.
Fight around.
You're not answering the question. Where am I going?
Man,
now we rumbling in the jungle.
Philadelphia, my nigga.
Where am I going?
And catch no fades, my nigga.
I'm not going to Japan to catch no fade. I'm not going to Saudi Arabia to catch no fade. I'm not going to Dubai to catch. I am American. And I'm fighting another American. I'm fighting here in the United States of America.
Man,
my family and friends can't go way over there. You want me to be fighting in front of a whole bunch of niggas I don't know?
How come they can't? Because I promise you this.
How come they can't? Who the fuck finna pay for all of that? People got lives. People got jobs. People got family.
If they put Boots on the card, 9 times out of 10, they're going to put Andy Cruz on the card too. You know
what that got to do with? I'm talking about these niggas' personal family.
So nigga, it's gonna be.
Ain't got nothing to do about this stable mate. Man, you trying to generate a fight and money and to show out for your friend? Where the fuck is 2 Americans going way over here to fight for? Make it make sense. Taking Shakur shouldn't even do that. And that's a bigger fight than Brian Norman and Boots. That's 2 Americans. What the fuck they going over there to fight for?
No, it ain't even about Brian Norman at this point.
It is about that. It is about that. That nigga didn't want to fight. He got a contract
over there. So they know look, they basically
Right,
saying Boots is
Virgil over there.
scared,
What
bro.
is Virgil going over there for? Virgil is more American than he is Mexican. What the fuck is any one of them? That's when it's just a bunch of bullshit.
Because they building themselves up on
Yeah.
a worldwide level. Do
You can
not
build
forget that
yourself up
as
here
a
on the World
fighter.
Wide Web. Well, they can turn their TVs on and watch you here, just like we gonna have to turn our TVs on and watch them there. The
Nah,
fuck
Boo,
if you gonna watch it? You
Boo,
gonna watch it.
that nigga Boots got to drop his nuts, bro. He got
Nah,
to drop
Brian
his
Norman
nuts
got
and
to
start.
sign the
All
contract.
he want to do is sit around and fight in Philly, like nigga.
Nah, only thing Brian Norman want to do is duck contracts, and then you got the audacity to call my fighter a duck.
Brian Norman gonna go undisputed at 147. Boots not.
Boots ain't in the division no more.
Yeah, because he made up an excuse. You feel what I'm saying?
Cause your fighter didn't
When he
sign the
had to fight
contract.
Virgil, when he had to
No,
fight
because your
Virgil,
fighter
all of
didn't
a
sign
sudden
the
he can make
contract to give Boots the
147.
opportunity to whoop his ass. Is why. Because when he got the contract, he started
He
talking
had
about
to
his
fight Virgil
taxes.
Ortiz. Then
The
he was able to make
audacity
147.
of these niggas calling my fighter a duck. What, Brian Norman Jr.? That's crazy. The audacity. When this nigga got a whole contract and started talking about his damn taxes, but they got the audacity to say we duck somebody. The fuck out of
That
here.
nigga definitely ducked.
Nah, hell nah. Brian Norman is a duck. That nigga ran to Japan. That nigga been over there for 2 weeks. He was ready to get out of America. He got tired of Boots on his ass.
Man, Boots
Boots
ain't
was
nowhere
on
to
his
be found
ass.
after
He
that
said, let me
Tio
go on
shit,
over here to
man.
Japan.
Boots
I
ain't
can't
nowhere to
fight
be found
I can't fight
after that
Barrios
Tio
with an
fight.
easy fight because he fight Manny Pacquiao. Let me go over here and fight him instead of fighting Boots. That's the duckest shit I ever seen in my life. Oh man. Talking about he can't sit on the shelf. Well, Stanley on has been finished. He ain't got to sit on the shelf. They could be making that fight the same time around this, a little later in October and November. Boots and Brian Norman. No, but he chooses to go to Japan.
Man, Eddie Hearn trying to recoup some of his money, bro. He not gonna make no money over here fighting Boots in the States, fighting these bums when you got Turkey willing to pay for the purses for the big fights. Eddie trying to make some money back, bro. It's still a business at the end of the day.
And
Boots just
again,
don't want to
it's a big
travel.
fight here in America with two Americans. Not going way
Bo-
over there for that.
Boots is not even a big name in America. They have to put Ben Rodriguez on the card to boast that card up, bro.
And
Like
Ben Rodriguez and Andy Cruz can be on that undercard as well, and it's gonna
no,
boost it up. Y'all just
Ben
making excuses on
Rodriguez.
why y'all ain't signed that contract. Again, and then so don't get mad at me talking
No,
about pocket watching.
Robert
Don't get mad
Garcia.
at
He
me talking
not
about
like
pocket
Bozy.
watching and worrying about a nigga purse when that's
Scared
the
to get
only
on the
thing y'all
plane.
talking about is my fighter got to go all the way across 14, 18 damn hours to fight for some damn money. Because they the one putting the money up. Exactly what I've been saying for the last 48 hours. They're taking it out of the fans' hands and not giving the fans what they want because they got the money to pay for what they want. They putting on what the fuck they want. So everything that y'all saying
Man,
is
that
making
sound
my
like a
point of
bunch of
view so clear.
excuses.
How?
That sound
No,
like
that
a
sounds
bunch of
like it's all
excuses.
about money with y'all. It
No,
sounds like it's all about money.
it's not even about money,
It
Cantrell.
is about money. You
It's
want him
about
to get on
pushing
this plane
it's
because it's
about
going to
pushing the
generate
sport.
more money if
I'll
he
give
get
you
on
an
this plane and go
example.
way over here. It's
I,
not going to
no,
generate no money in the States. He's not a big enough star. That's
I'll give
exactly
you
what you're saying.
I,
That's exactly.
I'll give you an example because Terence Crawford he was at the Ryan Garcia Rolly Romero fight in New York. Later on that day, he got right on the plane and came right over to Saudi Arabia so he could be there at Canelo's fight, so he could get in the ring with Canelo, so they can start and get the boxing world generated and the world period, and everybody's paying attention to boxing and people that they want to bring to the sport of boxing to face off with Canelo Alvarez. That's pushing the sport. That's doing your job as a fighter and promoting yourself. Jerron Ennis, he won't even go over to Saudi Arabia to participate in none of the fights. And I'm pretty sure he can go over there for free. I'm pretty sure they will fly him out for free just to have one of the faces of boxing or a champion in boxing at the venue just to help push the sport further. Jerron Ennis is not doing what he's supposed to be doing, man. And it's starting to show like he just an entitled little kid that think everything's supposed to come to him. Oh, Errol Spence and them niggas won't give me a chance. Terence Crawford won't fight me, nigga. You haven't done nothing to get no fight. You won't even meet these niggas in their face and say nothing. You feel what I'm saying? When you see niggas, you want to have your team, all these goofy ass niggas, uh, dissing and saying all this crazy shit to niggas, talking crazy to niggas and this and that. You're not doing your due diligence as a fighter and helping push the sport of boxing, bro. You think everything's just supposed to come to you. You think you just supposed to sit on your ass in Philly and everything's supposed to come to you just because you can go in there and knock people out. You feel what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. Like, get off your ass, bro. You
He ain't
feel what I'm
got to
saying?
do shit but
That
continue
nigga
to
got to
be
get
the
off his
champion.
ass. He got to
Nah,
get
he
off
ain't got
his
to do
ass.
shit but continue to be the champion. They gave that nigga a contract. He didn't sign it. How many times I got to tell you that? He ain't got to get off his ass if a nigga ain't signing the contract and worrying about his damn taxes. He did what he was supposed to do. Send that
But
nigga a
Brian,
contract.
okay, but what happened with that
Where that
Virgil fight?
contract at?
What happened with the
Send that
Tiafimo fight?
contract.
What happened with the Tiafimo fight?
What
What happened with
about
the Virgil
Teofimo? We
fight?
talking about Brian Norman Jr. Why he didn't
No,
sign
no,
that
no.
contract?
We
He
just
got
talking.
that
We talking about Boots
contract.
because I promise you, he gonna try and cherry pick a fighter at 154. He gonna try and fight a bum or somebody that he gonna
What
try
that
and
got
move
to do with
somebody up to
Brian Norman not
147.
signing that contract?
He
These
gonna
niggas
try and
say
move
everything
somebody
but
from
signing that
147 up to
contract.
154. He don't want to fight none of the
He
champions.
didn't want to
Like
fight him. He sent him a whole contract and it's still
no,
on the table.
send the champion at 154 contract then.
We
Since
gotta
he
send Brian Norman the contract. See, you want to bring up all this other shit, and we talking about Brian Norman. He just there
Jerron
slow.
Ennis at 154. Now he in Charlo division.
Now he at 154.
Yeah, now
Yeah.
he at 154. Send Jermel Charlo a contract or send that Muslim brother
We gonna send
that
y'all the
knocked Tim Zoo
contract
out.
again
Send him a
since we done
contract.
y'all.
I dare Jerron Ennis to send
I
him a
I I
contract.
I
I
don't
dare
bet
that nigga to send
no.
him a contract.
I
Or as a
bet
matter of fact, send
I
my
bet
fighter
your
Jonas
fighter start.
Telez. Send my fighter Jonas Telez a contract. He just knocked it. He just beat a
I
Philly
bet
nigga
your
up.
fighter start back worrying about the IRS after we send him another
Yeah,
contract.
he just beat a Philly
I
nigga
bet
up.
your fighter start worrying
He
about the
just beat a
IRS
Philly
if we
nigga up.
send
And
him
he
another
got a belt now.
contract.
Once Terence Crawford fight Canelo Alvarez, he gonna have a belt. He gonna be elevated to champion. So fight my fighter now. Send him a contract at 154.
Why
Since
you
you this
changing
super
fighters
big
though? We was
megastar.
just talking about Brian Norman Jr.
And my fighter at 154, he ready. My fighter, Colin, what's the name? Colin Walsh. That nigga Colin Walsh at 154. That nigga Colin, he nice at 154.
Man, that
Not
nigga boot. He better not move up and try to fight a bomb, my nigga.
my
I'm
nigga
telling you.
Colin, Walsh at 154. He really like that. He just knocked out somebody, bro. You know what I'm saying? So Boots, I think, is a great fighter though, bro. It's gonna be hard to beat a nigga like Boots though, bro. I don't care who it is, bro. Like, you think Boots could beat that Russian nigga though, Green?
Yeah, yeah.
That's a 50-50 fight.
Man, Boots will be any one of them niggas like he'll do Brian
You think
Norman.
it's you think it's 50-50 though, K Drill, like he said, with that
Nah,
Russian?
hell no. I really think it'll be a tough fight for Boots, but it's about 75-25 to me. Boots' skills is on another level. If Brian Norman ever decide to sign that contract and stop worrying about the IRS, he will find out the hard way.
But
Man,
Boots
but
at
that nigga
154 now.
Boots trying to cherry. He try them niggas. They right now as we speak looking for somebody to cherry pick.
So
Trying to move a nigga from
He
147 up
said
to
right
light.
now as we
you
speak.
don't think
Right
he?
now as we speak, that's what
So
them
why you
niggas is
don't fight
doing. Them
that
niggas.
Russian? What about Virgil? Virgil Ortiz?
He not gonna fight Virgil Ortiz. And I'm gonna
I
tell
ain't even gonna start
you
on the
why he
version of
not
the
gonna
TV
fight
shit.
Virgil because
'Cause I already know that
Turkey
conversation. I ain't even starting on the
because
version
Eddie
shit.
Hearn is not gonna pay for that. Eddie Hearn not gonna pay for that fight.
But I thought
They
Turkey
gotta have
wanted that fight.
somebody has to pay for that fight.
What
That them is
Turkey
two
wanted?
big purses that they gotta pay for that fight. The only nigga
Turkey
that's
was
gonna
gonna
pay
pay
for it is
for it
Turkey.
before. Turkey
Turkey the
was
only nigga
gonna
that's gonna pay for it, but he gonna want them niggas to fight in Rahah season. Virgil is okay with that. Boost the only fighter that don't want to go to Saudi Arabia and fight. Him and Tank Davis. But he's not Tank Davis though. Tank Davis, he's done enough in the sport of boxing to say, I don't want to travel to Saudi Arabia. I can sell out anywhere in America. Jerron Ennis can't say that because they only let him fight in Philly or close to Philly. You feel what I'm saying? Them is the only venues that he packed.
So Green, do you believe that Brian Norman is going to be the undisputed champion at 147 now? Since
I do believe that. I do believe he's gonna be the
Drell
undisputed
told me
champion.
that Teofimo Lopez could beat everybody at 147, and he said Teofimo Lopez will beat your fighter Brian Norman. That what K Drill told me.
No, hell no. He gonna knock that nigga T.O. the fuck out. T.O. don't have enough power to even, he don't got enough power to withstand Brian Norman assault. Brian Norman Jr. is the king of the South. Boots
Hey,
not he not
you
a
gave
king
him
where he
that
from.
name. You know, you gave him that name. You remember that
Yeah,
night you told his daddy that, and now he took it. You remember he told you, he said, bro, I'm gonna use that. He said, thanks, bro, I'm gonna use that. And
he is.
that, yup.
He the king of the South now.
But you gave him that name. They wasn't saying that until you said that.
Yeah.
Yup.
Like
Yup.
Boots, he not the king of the East. You know what I'm saying?
But K Drill, he from the South. K Drill, born and raised from Florida. He from the South. K Drill, how you feel about that? Brian Norman being the king of the South in boxing right now. Do you agree with that?
That nigga, the king of Atlanta. That's what I always the king of. King of Georgia.
So who the best fighter from the South in boxing?
Xander Zayas.
They could fight each other in the future. Then Brian Norman move up, but Xander might move up to 160. He kind of big. Brian Norman gonna be at 147 for a minute. I don't see Norman moving up.
Yeah,
Xander Zayas the
I
best
don't.
fighter out of Florida. Out of the South.
But K Drill, what about you saying Teofimo Lopez will beat Brian Norman? You
He'll
stand
beat
on it?
he'll
You
beat
stand
Brian
on it?
Norman. He ain't about his power. Brian Norman has to be wore out by the eighth round. Teofimo start putting the punches on his ass to finish him out. He ain't knocking Teofimo Lopez out.
Tiafimo won't even fight Brian Norman Jr.
Yes, he will.
No, he won't.
Yes, he will.
Tiafimo, he dumb scared of Brian Norman Jr.
K
Brian
Drill,
Norman Jr. is the only other champion. He the only champion I've seen that Tiafimo didn't want to move up and use his WBO status to fight.
but K Drill said, regardless, he said that Teofimo gonna beat him no matter what. How you feel about that? He said T.O. Skills are better. He said T.O. is a better boxer than Brian Norman
Look,
and got better
I'm
skills.
gonna put it like this. Tiafimo, he done trolled and said everything about all these other black fighters. Now these is guys that realistically is out of a division that he doesn't campaign at. Brian Norman Jr. is the closest thing to him, even from a size perspective. You feel what I'm saying? And he's a full world champion now. He doesn't, after what he's seen happen to the last two opponents that Brian Norman Jr. fought, he's not gonna fight Brian Norman Jr. I can promise you that.
And the
Because
last two performers did not have the skill set Teofimo Lopez had, so I'm not judging that.
But I mean, what skill set do you see from Teofimo Lopez? Like besides him fighting Arnold Barbosa, he's not a dangerous fighter. He doesn't possess the power or anything to keep Teofimo, keep Teofimo up off of him. You feel what I'm saying? Or to make Teofimo respect him, I should say.
Speed slows down. Speed slows down. Power and T.O. footwork is on a different level when it comes down to Brian Norman Jr. T.O. ain't gonna stand there in front of Brian Norman Jr. like these other dumbass fighters. He's gonna have to wait for that knockout. He's gonna have to
Exactly.
show me.
I'm glad you said that exactly because the same way Devin Haney just fought Jose Ramirez at 147, Teofimo will fight the same way against Brian Norman Jr. at 147. Only thing is, Brian Norman Jr. he gonna go for that knockout.
And he ain't gonna get it.
All he need to do is land one punch on Teofimo.
And he
Teofimo,
ain't gonna get it. And that's what's gonna cost him the fight. No other type of game plan. Bomac told you how they was gonna beat Errol Spence. Errol Spence ain't got no game plan. Point blank period. Born in there, one-dimensional fighter with power, thinking they gonna get a knockout, thinking they gonna cut off the ring, and ain't gonna do shit but lose.
no, I don't think Teofimo Senior is a better coach than Brian Norman Senior, in my
Oh
opinion.
shit! Now here we go with that.
I don't think Teofimo Senior is a better coach than Brian Norman Senior.
Here we go with that.
I believe Teofimo Senior is an alcoholic. Now I just seen Brian Norman Sr. come out of retirement and put his hands on a nigga. You feel what I'm
What they
saying?
got to do with you training?
Because because that means he's still sharp in
That
all
nigga
aspects of
crazy.
combat. That means training and being actually physical
What they
and
got to do
fighting.
with being a better trainer?
Now I seen Tiafimo Sr. allegedly. Well, I didn't see it, but they said he got hands put on him and he got
And
beat up.
Cambose's daddy beat up T.O. Senior. You remember Cambose's daddy when they got into that scuffle back in the day when he fought
Yeah,
Cambose's? His daddy like tied him up. You know what I'm saying? Wrapped him up, put him in a headlock. He had T.O. Senior, bro. He got up on him. So I feel like, you know what I'm saying? It's gonna be a great matchup. I want to see it. T.O. got to take that fight with Brian Norman. He said he want to go to 147 to fight Boots. He want to do this, bro. Fight Brian Norman, bro. He should go do that. And K. Drill said you could beat him. K. Drill said, you know what I'm saying? It's gonna be a great fight. I want to see it. I want to see that, bro. But T.O.
that nigga T.O. dumb scared. He don't want to fight that nigga, man.
You think T.O. fight Richardson? Because Richardson he keeps saying he want to fight Teofimo. You think T.O. will feel like he could beat up Richardson Hitchens? Who y'all got in that one? Teofimo or Richardson? Who y'all got? Who you got?
I'm going with Hitchison, man.
Okay, Drill, who you got? T.O. or Richardson?
T.O.
I got T.O. I
got T.O.
You think T.O. will fight him? You think
I
that's
know T.O. will fight him. It's if Richardson to fight T.O.
he said he'd be talking all that shit.
He said he talking all that shit.
He be woofing.
Exactly.
You think? Well, he said he want to fight T.O. Like
He said he want to fight a lot of people. He
that
ain't
might
did
be
it.
next. That could be next. You know what I'm saying? And what about Gary Antoine Russell? Who gonna fight that nigga?
Neither one of them.
Somebody said he gonna fight Andy Hirioka. That's the one that knocked out the fighter that Brian Norman finna fight against. That guy Norman finna fight against, he got knocked out by that guy Andy Hirioka. He fight at 140. And he pretty good.
So you went all the way to Japan to go fight a nigga that's been knocked out? Great.
Remember, AK Drill, you remember that old ass dude that beat up
Yeah.
Rolly and they robbed
Yeah.
him?
Yeah.
Yeah, that fighter Andy Hirioka, he knocked him out. He knocked out the old man. You know what I'm saying? He Japanese and he mixed with black. He African and mixed with Japanese. Like
That nigga, he knocked my nigga Ishmael Barroso out.
he knocked out Barroso and he knocked out Jen Sasaki, the one that Brian Norman finna fight against. He the one that knocked out that guy, Andy Hirioka.
That nigga been putting in pain.
Yeah, he fight at 140. His knockout percentage at 79%. He got 24 wins and 19 knockouts. Somebody said he gonna fight. He might fight. What's his name? Gary Antoine Russell. He's supposed to fight against Gary.
If Turkey was smart, he would really get behind that T.O. and Brian Norman Jr. fight because that's a big fight for boxing too.
What about T.O.
Turkey? When Turkey put that tweet out and said he tired of niggas running, he might have been talking about Boots too. Niggas running from that plane, running from that Teterboro, my nigga.
Here you go.
Boots in America.
That nigga Boots act like he don't want to hop on that plane, cuz.
So why Turkey? He don't do like a Riyadh season in America and put Boots on there in America and not in Saudi. The Boots
he did it before with Crawford in California.
Yeah, and Canelo and Crawford is in America. They fight in Vegas, and they just did one in New York City, right? They just did a
card. With Devin Haney and Teofimo.
Yeah, they could put Boots on one in America with him and Virgil.
Or him and Brian Norman. Look, Turkey on a percentage of the zone. So Turkey trying to he's not only trying to build up his boxing profile, he's also trying to push the network.
But these are two American fighters.
So why he
But
put
they
that
have
fight?
world. The Cantrell, you keep missing out. You keep leaving out that they have world titles. Your
What they
world
got to
title.
do when they fight somebody
Your
in
world
another
title. Your
country?
world
Then
title
that's when
means
they
the
fighting.
world, not just America.
But
They don't have
that's when
American.
you're fighting somebody in another country. You're not gonna
Boots is
take.
not just an American champion. He's not
It
just an
don't matter,
American. He's a
bro.
world
Norman ain't
champion.
just an American champion. But why would you take two Americans to go fight in another place?
That
That
nigga
makes
didn't even
no
want to go to.
sense.
He didn't even want to go to Germany and fight. Turkey
You
had
want
nothing to do
you
with
want a
that.
nigga to be on some NFL shit like they do 2 games a year, one in London and one in Mexico type
Exactly.
shit.
So Cage
Exactly. You
Drill.
see how big the NFL is?
What's
So
good?
so if you was a boxer, would you like do your own thing, or would you want to be on turkey cards? Or
Well,
would you
like I said, if I'm fighting the person that's not American, then yes, I'm gonna go over there and do that. But if we two Americans, ain't no way in fuck I'm leaving America to
Man,
go
I
fight
don't know.
somewhere else.
Hey, look, that nigga Boo so scared to travel the world. I'm starting to think. I'm starting to think he lost on purpose to
That's
Gary
just like
Antoine
that's
Russell.
just like bringing. I'm gonna give you an example. That's just like
I'm
bringing
starting to
eight.
think that
Hold
nigga
on,
lost on
listen,
purpose
listen to this
so
real
he wouldn't
quick.
have to travel
Hey,
across the
hey,
world
that's
and
just
fight,
like
bro.
bringing AJ
That
and
nigga a
Dylan
scary
White
ass
over
nigga,
here to
bro.
fight, and that they two UK fighters. That's just like bringing AJ and Dylan White over here to fight in Vegas when they gonna sell more and their fans gonna be more comfortable at home with them fighting in the UK. What's the point of bringing them to fucking America to fight? Makes no fucking sense. No sense.
Make perfect sense.
No sense. No sense.
I think Boost threw that fight against Gary Antoine Russell just so he wouldn't have to travel with the Olympic team. That nigga dumb scared, bro.
Yeah, now here you go making up all these damn antics and shit.
That shit ain't make that shit not making no sense to me, bro. And then you a fighter that have to sit on the shelf. Nigga, you was fighting and wasn't even getting paid. They was putting your money in escrow. Now you get all these opportunities to fight for all these big purses against the names. A couple of one of these guys you already called out and said you was wanting to fight. You feel what I'm saying? After you verbally agreed to it. Soon as it comes time for you to fight him, you change your number. You throw your phone in the water like you just caught a body or something. You feel what I'm saying? Like, come on, bro. I'm not understanding this nigga's energy, bro. Like, nigga, when they told you, nigga, that fight in Saudi Arabia was a go, my nigga, you should have already been over there. You should have been over there, nigga,
Man, ain't
before the
nobody going
venue
way over
started,
there.
nigga.
Ain't
Nigga,
nobody
that
going
nigga
way
Boo
over
should have
there.
been over there. He should have been over there before they even knew where the venue was gonna be at,
Ain't
nigga.
nobody going way over there.
That let me know right there. That nigga, he not like that for real.
He is like that for real. There's no point in getting on no plane going way over there. They have to prove you like that. Fight
That
me
let me
here.
know that nigga's not like that.
He is like that.
Because in this sport of boxing,
And then you
that
want a nigga to go way over there, and the MGM is the capital of boxing. Vegas is the capital of boxing. So he ain't got to go way over there. Turkey
hey
break his
look,
ass over here.
welterweight, hey, when you a welterweight and you in the money division, Cantrell,
Come
you gotta
on,
travel,
man.
brother. You have to
Come
travel.
on
Your
now.
predecessors, Terence Crawford had to
Well,
travel,
come on.
Errol Spence had to travel. You know what I'm saying? You gotta travel, you gotta hit that road,
Errol Spence ain't fight nobody that was American in no other country. Stop the cap.
you gotta stamp that passport, my brother.
Y'all niggas just be making up all the excuses not to fight.
You gotta stamp that passport, brother. All this boost promotions, all this boost promotion. Ain't nobody over here about to keep fighting them bum ass fighters, nigga. Niggas not about to keep fighting them bum ass niggas over here, bro. Like you better take them niggas over to the UK and let them niggas catch some phase, build up, fight some Cambosis niggas and shit like that. Ain't nobody about to keep fighting them bum ass niggas over here.
Fight Tio, nigga. Tio will beat y'all up. Tio will beat the shit out of y'all.
Boost once again, he's stalling his potential. Cause a lot of people said Boost was capping. Cause they said, nigga,
So
if
what's
you
gonna happen when y'all lose to Teofimo Lopez?
they said if Boost really wanted to be undisputed, he would have signed with PBC.
Oh.
Because he
But
had the IBF belt and the other two belts was over
but
there.
PBC at the time was fighting on Showtime, who he was signed to. So how hard is that to make a fight? Stop the
But,
cap.
but PBC is on Amazon now.
Now, not them, not what you talking about. So I mean, that's why I say it's always an excuse. It's always the hate. So I mean, it is what it is. If he really wanted to fight that bad, he would have signed that contract. He didn't want to fight. You gotta hit that nigga with some Bernard Hopkins told that nigga Joe, he said, I'm gonna come down there and kill your roosters. You gotta hit that nigga where it hurt to get that nigga Brian Norman to get in the ring.
Hell no.
That nigga Brian Norman don't want to fight. You gotta hit that nigga where it hurt. He's gonna come down there and kill his roosters.
Brian Norman. Brian Norman Jr. He a king where he from.
Boy,
He a king. Brian Norman Jr. king where he from.
he ain't shit. We gonna see what happened though. Police looking to arrest former NFL wide receiver Antonio Brown attempted murder charge.
I just seen that. And remember what happened? Because he was at that boxing fight and he got into it with some nigga but Antonio Brown, he started it. He started that, bro. He jumped the nigga. Antonio Brown and his homies, they jumped a Muslim brother for no reason. And then he went out there, chased him down and tried to shoot him. And now, yeah, bro, the police want that nigga, bro. He's stupid as fuck, bro. That nigga stupid. But he started that shit, bro.
Antonio Brown losing his mind.
Yeah, he did the Keyshawn Davis, but at least
He did
Keyshawn
the Keyshawn Davis.
Keyshawn Davis ain't shoot nobody like that nigga.
They looking for him for attempted murder. That's crazy.
He started shooting.
And nigga Munson was getting his ass whooped.
Nah, they jumped the nigga. They jumped him, but
So y'all jump a nigga and shoot at him, boy. Niggas ain't shit.
and guess what? When they jumped him, but they ain't really fuck him up. Like the dude was fighting back, so they didn't really get him the way they wanted to. So they hit him and shit, but they ain't really knock him out and really, you know what I'm saying? So they was trying to get him but Antonio Brown niggas start dumping on him. He put, you know what I'm saying? He don't give a fuck. It's a video game. He bruh, that nigga start shooting that nigga K-Drill
No, it ain't no video game.
K-Drill, but that dude he was shooting at is a Muslim dude, like a preacher, like a good guy, and Antonio jumped the nigga, then try to shoot him. And then they said them niggas been beefing with each other. They been beefing. They said Antonio Brown set him up in Dubai. They was in Dubai with Floyd Mayweather at a boxing fight. And Antonio Brown stole the nigga chain. Antonio Brown stole that nigga chain and then lied on the dude and said that dude stole something from him. Imagine that. Antonio Brown stole that nigga chain, stole his chain, bro, and then said the nigga did something to him, told the police and snitched on him, and then snitched on the nigga after he stole the nigga jewelry, and then snitched on him, made something up, and that dude got locked up in Dubai for for a couple of months because Antonio Brown made something up, lied on him, and snitched on him and lied. He lied and made it up and told the police on him after he stole his jewelry. And then when he seen him in Miami, Antonio Brown jumped the nigga and started shooting at him, bro. That's crazy. And then the dude is like a preacher. You know what I'm saying? Who does that, bro? That nigga crazy, bro. That nigga really crazy, Antonio Brown, bro. You can find videos of that dude right there with Little Dirk. He got videos with nigga Quando Rondo and all them niggas. Like, that shit crazy, bro. Antonio Brown on that bullshit, bro. Yeah. That nigga start shooting at that nigga, man. You know what I'm saying? Hey, what's up with that nigga Steven So Cold Nelson? Who he gonna fight against? So Cold Nelson. When he gonna get back up in the ring? He should fight Iglesias or somebody. He should mix it up. He should catch a fade with somebody, bro.
Man, that nigga, man, his stock went down.
But he put on a good performance, even though he lost to Diego Pacheco. He was able to expose him. He exposed Pacheco. He exposed that nigga. That was a good performance. You know what I'm saying? They trying to hype up Diego Pacheco like Steven So Cold Nelson put up a good performance though. Like, I know he lost, but he was able to really expose him. Bro, people said he was gonna get knocked out. He was putting hands on Diego Pacheco. He put hands on that nigga for real.
Yeah, he came on later in that fight for sure, but
That's what I'm saying. You want to see him fight somebody like Iglesias? You think he should fight somebody like that, or like Mbili? He could fight Mbili or something like that.
that nigga probably need to move to 175 and fight one of them niggas up there or something.
He could fight Benavidez.
I think he got a couple fights at like 175.
You think he want to fight Benavidez? You think he will fight like anybody? You think he one of them type of niggas? He gonna fight anybody, or he trying to cherry pick? He was trying to fight Berlanga. He want, you know what I'm saying? He tried to fight Berlanga though.
No, I think that nigga. I think he just. He really only fight when Crawford fight for real, man. So he might get him a little undercard look or like a prelim. Get him a bag. You feel what I'm saying? I don't think they gonna put him on no cards like with no guy that's coming up, because Iglesias is a champion, like, so that might be like going backwards fighting him.
I mean,
so I don't. That's what I'm saying. Like his stock lightweight. If he catch like a little fight, another little fight and look good, then maybe he might be able to like get a shot at with a guy like Iglesias or something. You feel what I'm saying? Like, so that'd be like a decent name on his resume and something like that. But like he got to go in there and look good against somebody. He kind of got beat up by Diego Pacheco.
Hey, but he was putting hands on that nigga though. He started putting hands on Pacheco though. He did a little bit. You didn't see that?
No, he did. No, he did start putting hands. He started putting hands on that. You could tell Diego Pacheco, that nigga, man, you could tell he 175 pounds. He might be a cruiserweight for real, bro. Diego Pacheco, that nigga big as fuck for real, bro.
But he kind of skinny though, like he kind of thin. You know what I'm saying?
But it's probably hard for that. It's probably hard for that nigga to make weight though. He probably be killing himself making weight.
I mean, shit. What he gonna do? He gotta fight somebody though, bro. Like, I want to see him fight my boy Lester Martinez. You know what I'm saying? Lester Martinez, he can fight Pacheco, but Pacheco be like cherry picking. He with Eddie. He be protecting that nigga. Certain fighters, you know what I'm saying? Eddie gonna protect him.
I want to see Lester fight that nigga that just beat Caleb Plant.
Yeah, for sure. Man, Lester will knock that nigga out, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Lester gonna hurt that nigga, bro. He too little. He's short as fuck. And Lester is not big though. He only like 5'9". Lester like he not big. I mean Lester like 5'11". He like 5'11" or something. So Lester gonna be much bigger than that guy. You know what I'm saying? Lester gonna fuck that nigga up, bro. I want to see Lester and then Glacier. That's like the number one. That's the best fight in that division. Lester Martinez, his style of fighting against Iglesias, the way he boxed with his power. Iglesias got power. He know how to box. But Lester Martinez, he know how to box. He got power. He fight on the inside too. He's an inside fighter. So I want to see how that fight gonna go. I want to see that, bro. Iglesias much taller than Lester, but Lester got that pressure though. Like that fight right there gonna be crazy. I want to see that, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that is the best fight at middleweight. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, super middleweight division, and I
Yeah, for
see,
sure.
Eye of the Tiger Promotions. Iglesias his promoter. They with Riyadh season. They working with Turkey now. You know what I'm saying? So you can see Iglesias on a Turkey card. He finna be fighting on Riyadh season. Iglesias gonna be on Riyadh season. And Billy gonna be on there all the niggas. You know what I'm saying? Turkey working with like every fucking promoter in the sport of boxing. He working with everybody, bro. You know what I'm saying? So I wonder if he gonna work with Pro Box, like with the fighters off of Pro Box TV, because I know Lester Martinez, he signed a Pro Box. He signed a Pro Box. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. Turkey working with them.
Yeah, I know dude from what's his name? He don't really fuck with Turkey like that.
For real?
Yeah, I seen he had took a shot at Turkey. But I mean, it's fighters.
But what's the name? Lester. He signed to Pro Box, right?
I believe so.
Yeah, that's crazy. He one of the best fighters on there, man. Pro Box got a bunch of good fighters. They got Lamar Roach, and they got a bunch of prospects too. They got Lester Martinez. He one of the best fighters in boxing. He one of the best. My nigga, Pro Box got a bunch of fighters. My nigga, I want to see that though. For real. My nigga Lester Martinez, that nigga's a monster, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. That nigga different, bro. I can't wait till he fight again. I want to see him fight again, bro. That nigga different. Somebody gotta fight that nigga, bro. Bro, if Crawford he beat that nigga Canelo, Crawford gonna vacate. He gonna drop all the belts, and that's gonna open up the division. All the belts gonna be available, nigga. Lester might become a champion. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I think he got like a he got a WBA belt or something like that.
Yeah. So I mean, when Terence Crawford he beat Canelo Alvarez, he gonna drop all the belts. He gonna drop every belt though. So all the belts gonna be vacant. So I believe my nigga Lester Martinez, he gonna become a world champion. That's how him and Iglesias they gonna fight each other. They're gonna fight each other. You know what I'm saying? But that's what we need. We need Terence Crawford to beat that nigga. Because Terence Crawford, he gonna drop all the belts. He's not gonna hold on to the belts right there, bro. Canelo been holding up the division for a minute. You know what I'm saying? We need somebody to beat that nigga. And Terence Crawford, he gonna do it. He gonna beat up Canelo. He gonna beat his ass, bro. So let me ask you this: If Crawford he beat Canelo, will you put Crawford above Floyd Mayweather? You know what I'm saying? If he beat him, you think he better than Floyd?
Oh man, that's
And what about Sugar Ray Leonard? You think if Crawford he beat Canelo, he better than Sugar Ray? Would you put him above Sugar Ray Leonard or Floyd Mayweather?
I put him right there. I don't. It's hard. It's hard to say like a nigga better than them niggas because they have better dance partners. You feel what I'm saying? Like,
I mean, he fought the good fighters too.
yeah, he did, but it's just like Leonard. He was just in the era where he was able to fight Tommy Hearns and then a Roberto Duran like and Wilfred Benitez.
But look at Terence Crawford. He fought against Sean Porter. You know what I'm saying? He fought against Earl Spence, all the top welterweights. You know what I'm saying? And then at 140, you know what I'm saying? Undisputed in two different weight classes. You know what I'm saying? Floyd Mayweather, he never did that. You know what I'm saying?
No, for sure. And then even in regards to Sugar Ray Leonard, niggas gonna be like, well, he was ducking that fade with Aaron Pryor. You feel what I'm saying?
He
So
did.
people gonna be saying that like nigga like Sugar Ray Leonard, he was avoiding Aaron Pryor his whole career. And then then people gonna say he got beat up by Roberto Duran.
He did. And Terence Crawford, nigga, he never lost. He's undefeated. He never lost to nobody. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Sugar
so then you go to Floyd, like Floyd never lost to nobody.
Yep, he never did. But so, but Terence Crawford, he fighting Canelo Alvarez just like Floyd Mayweather. So he got a common opponent. That's one of the best wins on Floyd Mayweather resume. So you got a
Yeah,
common opponent with Floyd, and then you fighting him at a higher division at his weight class, not at a catch weight, just like Floyd. When Floyd fought him, he was at a catch weight. So you fighting a bigger Canelo. You know what I'm saying? You go into a higher division. Floyd Mayweather never fought nigga past 154. This nigga go to 168. And my nigga, that's crazy. Floyd would have never did that, bro. He too little.
yeah, I ain't gonna lie, man. He pulled this off, man. He right there. He right there. Some people feel Terence Crawford got enough skills to win a fight against Floyd Mayweather.
What about Sugar Ray Leonard?
Um, I'm gonna just be honest, man. Sugar Ray Leonard, he one of the best fighters, like from like just skill stuff I seen in the ring. He one of the best fighters I ever seen. But I just know the type of fight he gonna fight Terence Crawford. What you feel what I'm saying? Like it's not
Ran
gonna be a
from Marvin Hagler. That nigga ran from Marvin Hagler. Now niggas want to talk about running, like how people be running and boxing. He was the first fighter ever running like that. He ran away from Marvin Hagler. Like, nigga, that was the worst. They robbed that nigga Marvin Hagler. He was the world champion. Nigga, he was the champion like for 7 years. 7 years in a row, bro. This nigga come out of retirement and start running and they give him the belt. You don't take the belt from the champion from a guy running that ran like that. Come on, bro. Like,
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. I thought Sugar Ray Leonard lost to Thomas Hearns though too.
well, which one in the rematch? Because
Man,
first one Sugar Ray was losing, but he knocked him out in the round number 14.
yeah,
So,
I think it would. Yeah, it had to be the second one.
yeah, the second one they robbed him. They gave him a draw. They gave him a draw, bro. Nigga, Tommy Hearns, he dropped that nigga 2 times. He beat his ass. And bro, they robbed that nigga Marvin Hagler. They robbed Tommy Hearns in a rematch against that nigga. They was robbing everybody with Sugar Ray Leonard, bro. Man, I swear to God, like that shit was crazy, bro. But they didn't rob Roberto Duran. Roberto Duran beat him the first time on the scorecard, but he beat his ass pretty good. But Sugar Ray, he showed a lot of heart though, bro. Even though Roberto Duran beat his ass, man, Sugar Ray was getting active. Like, nigga, I swear to God.
Yeah, he fought the wrong fight against Roberto Duran. He should have did what he was doing later on in his career, like kind of staying away from that nigga. You feel?
So what he did in a rematch, he was like boxing. He was outboxing him easy. And
Yeah,
then
he frustrated that nigga Duran to the point he didn't even want to fight no more.
No, he quit. He quit up in there, bro. He quit. But that was crazy. That was crazy, bro. You know what I'm saying? So you think Sugar Ray like number one? I still think Aaron Pryor was better than Sugar Ray. I got Aaron Pryor. I think he number one over all of them. I think Aaron Pryor was better than. I think he was better than Floyd Mayweather. I think he was better than Sugar Ray Leonard. That's why Sugar Ray Leonard ducked that nigga. He was scared of Aaron Pryor. He ducked him. You know what I'm saying? For real, he really did. It's on video. Aaron Pryor, he pulled up on Sugar Ray, said, "Nigga, fight me." It's on video. And Sugar Ray said, "Get out my press conference." He's like, "You want to fight him?" He said, "Bro, this is my press conference. Like, get up out of here, bro."
He was on that nigga.
He was on him. So if he the greatest, why did you duck him? Aaron Pryor to me is the greatest out of them. You know what I'm saying? That's just for me. And the only time he ever lost a fight is when he got hooked on drugs. That's when he was hooked on drugs. You know what I'm saying? But he never lost, bro. Straight up. You know what I'm saying?
Now Aaron Pryor, he was that guy for real. Sugar Ray Leonard, they was building Sugar Ray Leonard up because he was a gold medalist, and then
Crawford got a great resume. Crawford resume is like crazy right now when you think about it. He beat
Crawford. He beat a lot of gold medalists too.
Yeah, and look what he did at 147. At 147, he knocked out everybody, bro. Just think about that. You knock out a whole division. That's not even your division. You moved up. You know what I'm saying? That was his third weight class. So you wiped out a whole division, bro. You know what I'm saying? And then, like, it wasn't like he was fighting bums. So you fight Earl Spence, Hall of Famer. In my opinion, I know what Crawford said about him, but I believe Earl Spence, he gonna go to the Hall of Fame. You know what I'm saying? So Sean Porter, Hall of Famer. You know what I'm saying? 2-time welterweight champion, a 2-time champion, bro. Stopped him. A guy who never been knocked out, bro. You know what I'm saying? A guy that fought everybody, bro. Sean Porter, bro. You know what I'm saying? So these are big time victories, bro. You know what I'm saying? And that fight with Sean Porter wasn't easy. You know what I'm saying? It was a hard fight. That was hard, bro. You know what I'm saying? And Crawford came back and knocked him out. Like, that was crazy, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? I remember, because to me, that was the hardest fight. That was the hardest fight for Terence Crawford, the Sean Porter fight, man. Even harder than Gamboa, harder than Majumov. You know what I'm saying? Because Sean Porter came with the smoke, bro. Like, he always do. You know what I'm saying? That nigga was on Crawford for a minute, though, bro. Even like Bomac, he told him in the corner, I think somebody said he was losing. Somebody said you down. And then Crawford, like, that never happened before. That never happened before with Terence Crawford. They never said he was down. But that fight with Sean Porter, you know what I'm saying? Sean Porter was on his ass. He was, bro. I ain't gonna lie. How you think Sean Porter would have fought against Floyd Mayweather at 147? How you think Mayweather would have did with Sean Porter? You think Mayweather ducked him? Because they both was with PBC. You think Mayweather ducked Sean Porter? Sean Porter was right there. He could have fought that nigga. He went to go fight Andre Berto. And, you know, Sean Porter, he knocked out Andre Berto. He knocked out Andre Berto. You know what I'm saying? But Mayweather went to go fight Andre Berto. He could have fought Sean Porter, who was a welterweight champion, I believe. He beat.
Yeah, they were saying he ducked Keith Thurman too. Because he could have went undisputed. He could have been undisputed at 147.
But who was the champion first? Keith Thurman or Sean Porter? Wasn't Sean Porter the champion? Because he beat Devin Alexander. I think Sean Porter was a welterweight champion when Floyd Mayweather was a welterweight champion around the same time. And Keith Thurman became a welterweight champion after. Like, he became a welterweight champion after Floyd Mayweather retired. So I believe Sean Porter was right there. He could have unified with Floyd Mayweather. He was right there. But Floyd went to go fight Andre Berto. You think Sean Porter could have gave Floyd Mayweather like a hard fight, like Maidana or some shit? You think?
Yeah, Sean Porter, he would have made that a real difficult fight because he had success against that style when he beat Adrian Broner up.
Yeah, but AB ain't no Floyd though. I know he tried to fight like Floyd. Like, you saw what happened when he fought Maidana, and you saw what Floyd did with Maidana. But Maidana gave Floyd a hard fight too. That still was a hard fight.
Yeah, Maidana, he punched Floyd Mayweather tooth out his mouth.
Yep, but what's his name? Adrian Broner. He wasn't the same fighter after Maidana though. So when he fought Sean Porter, AB wasn't the same. He wasn't the same fighter when he fought Sean Porter, bro. But he still was able to drop that nigga Sean Porter. You think Floyd could have dropped that nigga Sean?
It's possible, but I ain't gonna lie, Sean Porter, that would have been a difficult fight for Floyd. Because he would have had Floyd all in the ropes. He would have been trying to rough that nigga Floyd up, smother him, all type of stuff.
You don't think Floyd could have made it look easy against Sean Porter? Like, outboxed him and moved around and shit?
Maybe if Sean Porter had if his conditioning wasn't right and he gassed out. But nigga, if it's a Sean Porter that's, you know, a prime Sean Porter where he got that gas tank on 110, like, that would have been a difficult fight for Floyd just stylistically. Floyd would have had to sit down on some of his punches and.
But Sean Porter, he really didn't have no power though. I mean, his power wasn't really like that, Sean Porter. What about Timothy Bradley? Who you think was better, Sean Porter or Timothy Bradley?
Oh, Sean Porter for sure.
But Timothy Bradley, he only lost to Manny Pacquiao. And he beat Manny Pacquiao. And Timothy Bradley, he's in the Boxing Hall of Fame. and he never been knocked out like Sean Porter. No disrespect to Sean Porter, but Timothy Bradley never been knocked out.
No, I still think Sean Porter better than him.
For real.
I wasn't. I mean, I really wasn't a fan of Timothy Bradley's style. Like,
But Sean Porter was kind of similar though, because he was a dog too. He was a dog. Like, but Timothy Bradley, I think, was a better boxer. I'm gonna go with Desert Storm, and I ain't trying to be a bias because I'm from California. I'm an LA nigga, and Timothy Bradley is one of the best black fighters we ever had. We ever got from California with Andre Ward and Sugar Shane Mosley. As far as black fighters from California, from Cali. Devin Haney too. No disrespect. I can't forget about Devin. You know what I'm saying? I thought he was from Nevada though. Henderson. You know what I'm saying? My bad. Where's Devin Haney from? That nigga from LA or what? He from Oakland.
that nigga he from the Bay.
He not from Henderson, Nevada.
I think that nigga moved there. I think they said he was from East. He was from Oakland somewhere.
When Devin Haney be like, when he got a fight, they be when they say his name, they say Devin Haney. They say he from Nevada. They say from Las Vegas, Nevada. They don't say when they introduce Devin Haney, they don't say he from Oakland. They don't say from Oakland, California. They say fighting from Nevada, my nigga. So I'm like, damn, you know what I'm saying? Like if you from Oakland, nigga, represent it when you fight, when you box. Represent it for real, like, you know what I'm saying? He don't be repping that shit all the way. He be trying to represent both of them. He be saying he from Nevada, from Las Vegas. He say he from Oakland. He say he from both. You know what I'm saying? But he is, though. He is from both of them, though. You know what I'm saying? Because he moved. He moved to Las Vegas. You know what I'm saying? But I'm saying Timothy Bradley, he one of the best fighters from California, though, bro. For real.
Yeah, he from
who you think is a better commentator? You know what I'm saying? Timothy Bradley or Sean Porter? Sean Porter, you know what I'm saying, they both got a channel. They both got a YouTube channel. Timothy Bradley be roasting niggas. He be cooking niggas, though.
Yeah, I'll go with Sean Porter for real.
You think Timothy Bradley be on some bullshit? But sometimes he be saying some real shit. He cooked that nigga Keyshawn Davis. When he missed weight, man, Timothy Bradley cooked that nigga, bro. Timothy Bradley, sometimes Timothy Bradley be saying some real shit, bro. I ain't gonna lie. You don't be fucking with Timothy Bradley?
I fuck with some of his shit. He do keep it tall on some shit. I give him
some
that.
of this shit though. He be keeping it real though. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, no, he do got some shit. He be keeping it real on. He just
Sean Porter, like, he more real though. That's probably like Sean Porter, because Timothy Bradley sometimes he be doing some like goofy shit, but Sean Porter he don't be doing the same shit like sometimes.
I mean, Sean Porter, anything he say, like he'll say to a nigga face though. I respect that about her. Like anything that he say, like whether he like commentating, he doing a fight show, or like he said on his podcast, like he stand on it and say it to your face. Like even when he said Boost was overrated, like.
What about Timothy Bradley? He almost caught a fade with Brian Norman Sr., so he stood on business. He had a face-off with Brian Norman Sr. in real life, in person. So he didn't back down. He stood on business. They went face-to-face. They almost threw blows with each other. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I think Timothy Brown. I think he was scared. I'm gonna keep it
When
talk.
he went fast.
Yeah, I think that I thought that nigga was scared. Because I seen that nigga. He was like backing up. He like it
But
seemed like he was trying to like put some space in
he
between him
started
and
turning up it though. He started like
yeah,
moving
because
around and
he
started
tried
getting
to get somebody in
he
front of. He
started
tried to
getting
make
kind
sure
of
it was
rowdy
somebody
though.
in front of
He
him.
started getting kind of rowdy though.
Yeah, that's because somebody tried to come in and like trying to like diffuse the situation. So he started trying to wild up and shit, like try to act like he was on some crazy shit or something, like nigga.
Yeah,
But his energy wasn't like that because he knew Brian Norman Sr. was lurking for him.
but he was standing right there though. He
So
went
when he
like
seen, he
face to
got right
face
up
with
on
him.
that nigga.
But he went face to face with Brian Norman Sr. You know what I'm saying? So like Timothy Bradley was right there. So he stood on business. He didn't call no police or nothing. He didn't get no security. Like he was like he didn't go nowhere. He's always at the fights. You know what I'm saying? So and then he just did an interview. He told Bill Haney like nigga, my hands they still working. Bill Haney. You know what I'm saying? That's what he told him because Bill Haney be talking crazy. So he just let him know, like, nigga, my hands, I still throw my hands. You know what I'm saying? If a nigga got a problem. So I don't know, Bill. I know Bill Haney don't want no smoke. It might be Brian Norman Sr. and Timothy Bradley, though. You know what I'm saying? I think they might have to set that one up. You know what I'm saying? Who you think will win that one? Brian Norman Sr. or Timothy Bradley?
Yeah, I got Singer.
But Timothy Bradley, bro, is a Hall of Famer, my nigga. You know what's up, nigga? That's a Hall of Fame boxer, nigga.
Yeah, I got Singer taking that nigga out. I ain't gonna lie.
Man, Timothy Bradley really know how to box, though, my nigga.
Man, that nigga Bradley, he
He
ain't
ain't
fought
never been
nobody in
knocked out.
years.
What you mean? Timothy Bradley been to war with that nigga Provodnikov, Ruslan Provodnikov, one of the greatest fights ever, a legendary fight. Like, see, one thing about Sean Porter been in a fight like that too with Earl Spence. He had a fight like that with Earl Spence. That was kind of crazy. Sean Porter with Earl Spence. That was a war. So Sean Porter been in them type of fights, but he lost though. He lost to Earl Spence. You know what I'm saying? I think Timothy Bradley would have beat Sean Porter though, bro. I think Timothy Bradley was a better boxer. He was slicker. You know what I'm saying? You think Sean Porter gonna make it to the Hall of Fame though?
He should.
He got a good resume. His resume is solid. He a two-time champion in the welterweight division. Think about it. He beat Danny Garcia. He beat that nigga. He beat Paula Malignaggi. He beat Andre Berto. My nigga. He beat Devin Alexander. You know what I'm saying? Who else he beat? He beat Ugas. He beat the nigga Ugas. My nigga. Who else he beat? My nigga. Who shot
Uh,
back?
Damn, who else that nigga fight?
Devin Alexander. Oh, he beat Adrian Broner too.
Yeah, he
Adrian
beat AB.
AB. He got a good resume. You know what I'm saying? I think he should. I don't know, bro. They gave it to Timothy Bradley though. Timothy Bradley. He beat Devin Alexander. He beat Manny Pacquiao. You think Timothy Bradley really beat Manny Pacquiao though, or you think they robbed him?
That first one he won.
Shit, everybody said it was like a robbery though.
I thought that nigga pulled it off. I ain't gonna lie.
Come on, man. So Timothy Bradley, he really was like that, bro. You know what I'm saying? For real. He was, though, bro. Timothy Bradley was a motherfucker, bro. He was a dog, though. I ain't gonna lie, bro. That nigga was a dog. He only lost to Manny Pacquiao, bro. And then he beat Marquez. He beat Marquez. And that nigga got a good resume, though, bro. I ain't gonna lie. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he did beat my boy Marquez.
He beat Marquez, Devin Alexander. Shit. He beat that one nigga. What's the name? He was from the UK, a UK fighter. His name was Junior Witter. He was a good fighter. They was comparing him to Prince Nassim Hamed. Junior Witter. Timothy Bradley beat him. That's the first time I saw that nigga Timothy Bradley. I'm like, damn, this nigga's a good fighter. Yeah, but just coming out of Cali, especially for a black fighter, we got a bunch of Mexican fighters coming from California, like Oscar De La Hoya, Fernando Vargas, Mikey Garcia. It's a bunch of Mexican fighters that come from Cali, but like black fighters. You know what I'm saying? It's only a few. We got we had Sugar Shane Mosley was like the first one. Sugar Shane. Sugar Shane Mosley. We had my nigga Andre Ward. Andre Ward was a great one. Andre Ward was like the best. He definitely was the best one. You know what I'm saying? Who else we had? You know what I'm saying? We had Timothy Bradley. Now we got Devin Haney, even though he moved to Las Vegas, but he came from California. You know what I'm saying? Devin Haney. You know what I'm saying? Ain't too many black fighters that come from California, bro. Them niggas be doing something else. They don't be boxing like that.
Them niggas be throwing so many motherfucking shows in California. That shit crazy.
Well,
Like fight shows.
like a boxing.
Yeah, like nigga, it's by nigga, it's always somewhere to go
It
watch some
is.
boxing
You
in
right.
California.
You right about that. They been doing that forever. Like nigga, they was putting fights in L.A., Carson, California, like all around that motherfucker, bro. All around there, they been doing that, bro. Cause just California, bro, there's so much money around there, bro. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he beat up Brandon Rios. Timothy Bradley beat up Brandon Rios. He knocked that nigga out, Brandon Rios. Brandon Rios wasn't shit. They was hyping him up. I remember Manny Pacquiao fought that nigga. Oh, he beat Jesse Vargas too. Man, Timothy Bradley got a solid resume. He beat an undefeated Jesse Vargas when he was undefeated. My nigga. Oh, he had a draw with Diego Chavez. Damn, I forgot about that. Timothy Bradley had a draw with Diego Chavez. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Shit. Hey, Green, pull up on me tomorrow, my nigga. We gonna do it again, my nigga. Tap in with me. For
All right, my
sure.
boy.
All right, for sure. Salute.
Salute.
All right.